every flight feel fine. Do it right, learn a little more each ride. Professional line flights, but we still have pride. Every week we stream, come along for the flight. Coastal in the sky, everything in a little right. FSBN with the reggae flow. Hockey charters, line flights, watch the good vibes grow. Coastal Airways, we keep it fun and true. Come fly the sim world, we're saving you a view. FSBN with the reggae flow. Hockey charters, line flights, watch the good vibes grow. Coastal Airways, we keep it fun and true. Come fly the sim world, we're saving you a view. We're saving you a view. Yeah, we're saving you a view. We're saving you a view. Yeah. Check the charts, line the jets.
Maybe that works. Hello, check 1, 2, 3. I gotta see if this works before we do anything. What's going on, Kevin? How are you? I have to... Before I get started, I just gotta see if you guys can hear me. Yes, you can hear me. All right, welcome aboard the FSBN channel. My name is Jason. We're in for a nice little treat here. If everything works. It's been this service pack 1 has been really temperamental, I would say. It keeps crashing, and I don't know why. It just likes to crash. So I don't think it's as stable as it could be, and I'm trying to see if it's going to work with our wind control peripherals we have. I don't know if it's going to work because I don't think it's updated for it just yet. Maybe it. Oh. All right. Wait, listen. Don't do that crap to me, man. Okay. We might have a good jet. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, welcome aboard, folks. My name is Jason. Welcome to the FSBN channel. We are here on a Friday. I hope your 4th of July was great. Those of you who celebrate that. And all that good stuff. We are with Service Pack 1. We're going to go get some gas on the airplane first. Well, actually, let me do a couple things. I got to open the GSX. I want to get out of here quick. I'm going to try to push back pretty soon if we can get there. We are going to be none of the above. We're going to be flying a Southwest flight from Las Vegas, one of their biggest hubs, over to Dallas, their first hub. So that'd be fun in a beautiful 737-800 MAX. We're going to see if this thing works. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm with you on that. It's been very, like I said, Service Pack 1 has been very temperamental for me. I don't know, anything. What's going on? Oh, let me skip this. And happy Friday. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor, say hi. It's good to have you on board. I'm just getting a few things done. Let's call the fuel truck. First thing I want to do is, actually, before we do that, I got to get my ACARS running. So let's get our ACARS up. That is not what I'm looking for. SW. Now, this test is more of for coastal. Shoot, I got to put in my stuff. This is a test. Well, I'll tell you what's going on. We might be ordering these airplanes. I don't know yet. For about a few years from now. Let's see if this works. I got to log in. So there it is. I don't know what's going to happen. So, obviously we've flown this airplane in the past and it's done pretty well for us. However, all right, I'm logged in, getting the sim information. Just making sure it's good to go. Okay. 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 All right, so I'll keep that running. We're gonna go pull up this. We're gonna connect there. Southwest. What are we? 15 something or other. What is my flight number today, guys? Flight number is 1250. 1250 in a 738, or isn't an M38 or something like that? Nope. Here it is. Boeing 38M. All right, I connected in. We are on VATSIM. Anyway, let's get going here, guys. So first thing we're going to do is, you're probably saying, hey, this is a turn. Why isn't it configured? That's a good question, because you can't set it like that. It's weird. So we're just going to test a few things right now. Let's go down here to the FMC and pray this works. All right, good. We have a 737-800, 28,000 pounds of thrust. We have July 9 to August 6 position in it. I'm going to go pretty darn quick here. We're going to go speed, Las Vegas. We'll drop that in there. I'll just take the last position and dump it. All right, so then we are going to go to the wrong button. It's very sticky when I'm switching. It tends to slow way down when I'm changing stuff. It's just weird. All right, forward entry is open. We're going to go. I like the iPad. That this is much better improved on what they had. This is great. I mean, this is a big deal for what they originally had. Let's go weight and balance here. I'm going to pull from the SimBrief OFP. We're going to get that pulled in. Maybe not. So let's go to our flight. I was going to say, wait a minute, I did that already. Import SimBrief. So go ahead and pull that in. There we go. Get back out of there. We're going to weight and balance. Read from SimBrief OAP. Why isn't it? There we go. Now it updated. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and call for the fuel truck. Let's go ahead and do that now. We'll pull up GSX. Request refueling. And let's go to the outside. This is what we've got here. And I just picked one. It's hot and humid. I think we're going to be weight restricted out of this airport. I'm almost certain. Vegas in the summertime. We've got mountains to clear. The whole 9 yards. It's going to be like perfect. It's Vegas. So summertime, Vegas, hot and high conditions. We have to take that into consideration. So that is a definite concern. Right now in Vegas, the weather is 180 at 09. Visibility is 10 in clear skies. But here's the killer right there. 43 degrees, -6, 29er, 76. 2976. Now, for those of you who are not aviation buffs, 43 degrees is in Celsius, which means it's hot. Really hot. We're going to go ahead and use block fuel from SimBrief. We'll get that pumping in there. And before I start my flows, we're going to jump down here and we're going to get this thing going. We're going to click the route page. Now, I'm going to request the flight plan. So this clear didn't work last flight, but it does now. So I'm going to go and pull in the flight plan. Let's see what's up. Let's see if we can't get it to work for us. What do we got here? Forever 7X737. Knew you'd be back flying SWA one day. Wait till you see the new version of the CRJ we got coming out. You'll be very pleased. There you go. Ah, that's funny. The new version of the CRJ? Wait, I did see it. Are you talking about the? I looked. SkyWest has got. I just saw United's got a new they got a new United is doing it. They're doing the first class seats. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, probably. Oh my gosh. And now this is, again, this is kind of a weird deal. I'm hoping, I don't know if the ACARS is going to work here on this one yet. I'm not certain with the Service Pack 1. I'm not certain. So what I'm going to do is fire this up. We're going to go, I saw it before. I don't want to send that to the CDU. Send to, there we go. There we go. So I'm just going to try to send that and see what happens. There we go. So we've got Vegas, Dallas, runway out of here. Vegas right now, the ATIS is reporting departing 19 left, 19 right, 26 right. So for us, it's going to be a 26 right departure. If we're going to be weight restricted, which I'm sure we are, 26 right, we'll just throw that in there for now as a placeholder. That might be an issue. We'll have to execute it. Let's go over here. We're going to go arrivals, departures. Then we'll look at departures. Okay. NITS. Is it the NITS? Yeah, NITS 4. Right there. And I got my flight plan really quick. Let's see what our transition is. It is the NITS 4 to Ho Chi. Right there. And then we got one, we're going to go 26 right. I'll execute that. We're going to go right on back to arrivals and departures. Click arrivals, and then Dallas is Jeffrey 5. Jeffrey 5 with a Stenley? I'll guess with you. Right now the winds, it's going to be a little gusty when we get there. Another thing, we're saying 1-3 right. So if we do that, I'd rather take the RMP if I can get it in 1-3 right, just because it's better airtime. Let me see. RMP whiskey. Let's find out what that does. Yeah, it's a much better deal where we have the RMP X-ray. Either way, and then it's just a straight in. So if we could get some, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the whiskey, 1-3 whiskey RMP. That's 1-3 right, whiskey, and went up transition. I'm just gonna throw that in there again. That's not. It's not exactly a science there, but why do they do this crap to me? I have to go over to, hang on, let me see where it is. I have to go into the settings. Because I feel like it ain't right. It's in pounds. It's in US. Okay. Well, it's good. It's good. I don't know why it's saying we're done fueling. It's 8,400 pounds of fuel. I need more fuel on this airplane. Is it still there? Nope, they're gone. So they didn't do their job right. So we're going to have to tell them to do their job right. So we're going to go ahead like this. I'm going to click load the aircraft. And I'm going to do real time, 17 minutes. We'll get it loaded.
Ladies and gentlemen, please confirm the
fuel. We should have 18,000. Now the fuel's coming up. I don't know what's going on.
Place your hand-carried items in the
okay, weird. All right, right on back down here. Let's go check this out. We're going to go to the legs page. And then route data. Can't do that yet. We got to go init RAV. Now, normally I should be able to pull this information in. It would be nice one day to have that. You know, like an ACARS where you can pull in actually your weights and stuff. You don't have to keep doing this all the time. 136.9 on the zero fuel. We're looking. What are you talking about? How is that an invalid entry? Unless the weights are off, but you saw pounds, right? I'm not going crazy. Let me just verify this. Let's do it now. I'm not worried about any of this. I am worried about. You saw pounds, right? I wasn't crazy. Ballistic alignment. Oh gosh. Huh. That's a new one. Oh, look at this. Pretty cool. Okay. I feel like the zero fuel weight has got us going 136.9. Like, what are you doing? I don't know. I'm gonna leave it blank for a minute. Look at the fuel. See, as we're getting fueled right now, something is wrong. That's killing us. It's kilograms. Gosh. Now I set this to not have kilograms. All right, where was that? You would think it's in settings, right? General settings. No. Okay, so nautical miles, knots, pounds. What am I missing? What the heck? Why is it not doing that right? Anybody know? Maybe we can throw it. Where was that one where it said, you know, Imperial? Because maybe we toggle that back and forth. Oh. What do you guys think? I don't know. I would click kilograms and back to pounds and see if that fixes it. Yeah, I was going to say, let's trigger that. Is this where it is? Hang on. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go, look, metric, US system. I mean, it's so much better than the old one. The old one would take me like 40 minutes to figure that out. That should be better. Yeah, 9.2 now. I bet it's going to work. So we're going to go 136.9. Oh, Eureka. It works. All right, so fuel out of here, 18.6 with the burn. We're going to say 18.3. Give us 300 pounds on the burn. Reserves, typical 4.8. We have no reserves in Dallas today. It's going to be nice. They have us going up to 370 today. Cruise wind is...
Ladies and gentlemen, please confirm the flight information on your boarding pass. Take your seat according to
That's
the
weird. I'm going to go ahead and request boarding right now and get that GSX working. And let's do this. Cruise wind right now, 238.27. There we go. And we have deviation approximately, well, it's negative 45 degrees up at altitude. It's not a deviation, it's just normal. Now here's the fun part, M1 limit. And I'm not going to use they have the inboard one here, which is nice. Where are you going, dude? Where's the... all right, let's go to ground. Kind of pulling the... Let's go jetway. All right, so that's the cool thing about that. You can actually hook up the jetway through that. I'm going to go ahead and tweak this a little bit because I don't want to mess with this all flight. So what I'm going to do is we're going to adjust this EFB. So I'm going to click the little pen tool and we're just going to kind of drill where we can actually see it and it's not so dang far away. So how's that? And I'm just going to come this way and back it like that. Maybe that's better. I'm going to save that position. That should do it for us. Perfect. Okay. Numbers. Let's go ahead and plug some numbers in. And let's see what we got. We've got 28,000 pounds of thrust on this aircraft. We're going to do takeoff dispatch. It is in Kilo, Las Vegas. We're going to see if we're going to have to kick off some passengers and or bags. We'll find out. 26 right is got a, it's a big long runway. The problem is you have mountains on the other side of it. And that tends to put us a little on the iffy side. Let's go optimum. Flaps will be optimum. AC's auto. Anti-ice is off. Improved climb. I'm going to try to say yes on this because that might give us a better, more runway. Will give us a little more inertia so we can clear these mountains if we had an engine out. And we're looking at a takeoff weight of approximately 155.2. And I'm putting this in my VTP tool, so I'm going to say 30 on this CG. Let's go 24 actually. Calculate. Let's see what kind of errors we get. I'm fully expecting errors. This is a max though, so it has much better performance than an NG does. Those motors are huge on this airplane, so let's see what we can get if we can get lucky. 2976, let's program that in now. Does this work? Oh, yes it does. Okay, well guess what? It's red on top, which means what? Which means we're going to be weight restricted. Dang it. That's all right. So let's try this. Flaps. I'll keep it at optimum. Oh my gosh. So let's try off. No on the improved. Let's see what happens. Probably going to be worse. Just because it's so hot right now, guys. It's 43 degrees. So what's that in Fahrenheit? Anybody want to do that conversion? It's freaking hot. It's probably pushing 100 and something. Yeah, 147, and we have 155. That's 3,000 pounds to mess with. Okay, so I'm going to try an improved, and let's take a look. 147, let's see what the improved climb was, and then we'll go from there. I'll try to tweak the packs off, but I don't see it happen. I think we're going to have to drop some weight. I really do. I think we're going to have to kick off passengers and or bags, or both, or cargo if we had cargo. Do we have any cargo on this thing? 152. That's the one we're going to use. So we want to do an improved climb, 152. All right, let's do this. Obviously, I'm going to go full takeoff now. 152 was our mark. I'm trying not to throw packs off yet, just because I don't think it's going to help as much. We'll try it, but somehow I don't think it's going to be a big difference for us. What do you think, guys? We're going to have to mess with this. I'm just trying to see if a good combination for us here. Nope. Okay. So what I'm going to try to do now is I'm going to take the AC off. And we're going to try. So we'll see what happens. I thought SW is 4.4. If no alternate for... You're probably right. I have no idea. We'll go set 4.4 in there. Oh, guess what? Pack's off. We got green. All right, so we're going to do full thrust out of here. Flaps will be optimum. We're going to check for flaps here in just a minute. Accelerate stop, we're looking at a margin of 4,400 feet. Accelerate goes 8,300, 8,600 all engines, so that's good. We're going to talk about the engine out procedure here. We're looking at the cell temps 43 degrees. Yeah, I'm not doing that. They want me to do a cell temp with packs off. That's the stupidest thing in the world. So we're going to not do that. I'm going to go full power today, so I'm not going to do any derated or anything like that. I want all that power we can get. Flaps will be 5. We're looking at 152, 52, 56. And basically, we're going to climb straight ahead 1.3 DME. We'll go left turn, 15-degree bank angle track outbound at 45 degrees, intercept 070 Vegas, VOR DME outbound to about 19 miles, and then we'll hold. So basically, if we have an engine failure, now Southwest has the different things. They have like engine failure at this altitude, to this altitude, to this altitude, this altitude, to this. I'm not going to worry about that today. We're just going to blast off. We're going to do what it's telling me right in the engine out procedures. We'll just do that. It's going to be a left turn, basically 1.3 DME, left turn, and that's it. So I'll set that all up in the FMC. Cell temp's going to be actually 43. We're not going to derate at all. So we're going to go take off today. We're going to go flaps 5. Now I have to wait to see if it's boarded. And my numbers here, 52, 52, 46. I'm going to go with that lower number on that. I will go with the higher number on that, and then I'm going to go 146. We're doing an improved, that seems a little low. Yeah, 156. I was going to say, we're doing an improved climb. That should be even close to that 140. And then I don't know on this. I have to find out. Let's go FMC here. I don't know about that. Okay. I'm actually going to put this in fix.
Cabin crew, boarding is now complete. Any remaining ground crew?
Alright, I'm going to throw the fix in here. We're going to go Vegas. I think it said just LAS, wasn't it? Just the VOR. If I can type
Ladies
it
and
right.
gentlemen, the cabin door is about to be closed. For flight safety, the cellular functions of
1.3
electronic devices,
DME.
including cell
Okay.
phones, must be turned off during the
Okay, CG, I'm going to try to see if it inputs it right. Yeah, 22.8, that sounds about right. So trims 5.3, it would tell you on your weight and balance, you wouldn't use the one from the FMC. 4.4, I always do 4.8, just gives me a little more, but we'll go 4.4 on that. And when limit, we're done. It's going to be a packs off takeoff today. So let's go ahead and do the leg review. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to give you guys a brief while we're here. Oh, shoot. How do you plug that freaking thing back in? That's new. Didn't think that would happen. Give me that plug. Yeah, I need that. What the heck? Okay, let's go to Navigraph charts and let's take a look at what we've got here. All right, what we're going to do is the outbound leg. We're going from Vegas. Nope, I don't want that. Terminal charts. Okay, there's our route. We're going to push back. Obviously, we're going to go nose to the right. We'll probably get a taxi over here. Dude, we'll get a taxi out. We're going to go down probably the Charlies, or they'll probably give us the inners, Bravos. Bravo 1, we'll blast off. Let's talk about the SID. We're doing the...
Fasten your seatbelt, slide the flat end into the buckle, pull the loose strap to tighten.
Okay.
Release, lift up on the buckle.
So
Position your
when we get out of here, I'm going to
seatbelt
look at my legs page while you guys look at the chart. Okay, we're going to go into ruddy, 4,000 and above. We got cells, tone, viz. Looks like this last track here.
Signs overhead
And cells
and
we have
lights on
below
the
at
floor lead
8,000,
to
by the way,
exits.
so we'll
If
set
an
that
evacuation is necessary,
at
follow flight
cells.
attendants'
Then we got
commands
tone
and
above
leave
8,000, then
everything.
we're going to viz below,
This
above
aircraft is
10.
equipped with life
Then we're going to go
rafts. Two
sig
life
frig
rafts are
17,000
located
and
in the
nits.
forward ceiling
And then
compartment,
after
and two
that,
life rafts are located in the
I'm
ceiling
going to tell you what
compartments
we've
at
got.
the
After nits, we're going
In the event of a
to
water evacuation, use the life vest under your seat.
Hoochie. We've
Remove
got
the
Hoochie,
vest
then
only if held in
TBC,
your
which is
seat.
Tuba City. Then
Pull
we're
the
going to
red
go
strap to
Rosie.
open
And I
the
wonder
container and remove the pouch.
if this actually does our
Remove the
route
vest from the
segment.
pouch as
Yes,
shown
it
on the
does,
safety
which is
information
nice.
card.
This is
Place the
much,
vest over your
much
head,
improved
wrap the
from their
strap around
other
your waist,
EFB. This thing
buckle
is
it in the
much
front,
better.
and pull to
TBC,
tighten.
we're going to Rosie, and
Once
then
outside, pull down on the red tab to
E-span,
inflate the vest.
PNH.
To manually inflate, blow into the tube
Then
at your
we've got
shoulder.
Steny,
Your vest has a
Potsy,
light
and then
that
we're going to
turns
be
on
in the
automatically
inbound,
when
but
the
I'll
wind.
give you the brief on that
Please
when we get
refer to
closer.
the safety information card for
Good.
use of a life vest on an
Get your
ambulance.
comments here right
Flight
now.
attendants will distribute additional
It's
vests.
109 degrees. Thank you, John.
Flight
It's
attendants are
crazy.
now
I gave the
checking
formula
that your
above. Thank
seatbelt
you.
is
Appreciate it.
fastened, your seatbelt is in the
What
upright and
does it
locked
say you're
position,
limited
and
by?
your
Just a few
carry-on
thousand
items
pounds.
are
We got it
completely
done.
under the seat
Do
in
you want me to
front
send
of
you
you
the
or in
specific
an
complex
overhead bin
special? I
leaking
think I
air
have it. It's
around
just
your
buried
feet
somewhere.
clear.
For page 2 takeoff ref
Smoking
out of
is
Vegas.
not
Yes.
allowed on board,
10,000.
including
It's
the lavatories. The
1,019.
use and charging of electronic cigarettes
Minimum
is
cleanup
prohibited.
32. Let's do that
Law
now. Let's get the
prohibits
minimum cleanup set.
tampering, disabling, or destroying
We'll
any
go ahead and set
smoke
that.
detector
3,200
in
feet.
that
I'll throw my
lavatory.
barrel up.
It
You
is
see
also
that?
prohibited
That's a
to
Southwest
consume
thing. They like to
alcohol
do
that
this.
was brought aboard this flight.
32 something, wasn't it?
Regulations require
32
passenger
even.
compliance with the lighted passenger information signs,
Come
posted
on, you little
placards, and crew
stinker.
member instructions, including
All right,
information on
right
seat belts and smoking.
there.
If needed, oxygen
3,200.
masks will
Good.
drop from the
3,200 set.
compartment
Now I'm going to do
overhead.
my
To
flows.
activate the flow of oxygen, pull
Looks
down on
good.
the
That
mask
looks
until
good.
the
That's
plastic
good. Those
tube
are
is
off.
fully
That's good.
extended.
Capped.
Place the mask over your
check
nose
that.
and mouth
Come on,
and
dude, really?
breathe normally.
Good. Flip it back.
Secure the mask with the elastic strap. Although oxygen will be flowing, the plastic bag may not be inflated. Continue wearing the mask until otherwise notified.
Thanks, stick shaker.
If you're traveling with children or
Dynamics coming
anyone
on.
needing special
Those are on. Those
assistance,
good.
put on
Normal,
your
normal,
mask
normal.
first. Please remove any face
I'm gonna
coverings
throw all the
before
pumps
donning
on.
an oxygen
Do we have any center?
Thank you for your
Yeah,
attention.
but we'll turn those on
Now,
later.
sit back, relax, and enjoy the
I won't
flight.
turn those on yet. I'll forget them. And I don't want to forget them. So we're going to go APU. That's coming on. Those are off. What the heck? Why is this stupid thing? It's for the shutdown, right? So that's why. I don't think we're going to see anything because it's so hot outside. So if that happens, we're just going to fire the overheat. You can see that. You're going to throw them all off. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you just drive a power test. You're basically testing this system. That you know it's not going to work at this heat. So you're fine. We're going to test all the lights here in just a minute. A's are off, B's are on. Doors are closed, zeroed. Should be at cabin altitude. What the crap? It's odd. This thing should be right at like 2,000. Maybe it is a 2,000. I can't see it. All right, look at how hot that is. Oh my gosh, it's cooking in the back. Sorry, guys. I didn't have the air conditioning going. That's a problem. I would have nobody in the airplane at that point. That's off. 37,500 coming across. We'll go on the left side today and steady. All right, let's go and do our test really quick back here before I know I'm jumping ahead, but I want to get the APU started. Nickel test. There's our dime. Good. Squibs. Start the dang EPU. I'll do that right now while I'm sitting here. Let's get some air in the back. And then I can go right on back to what I was doing before. This is on RTU. Sorry, I gotta test the lights really quick, guys. Lights test. Now we can go above. They all run. They all work. Looking good. Down here. Good. Light is good. Test the autopilot annunciator. That's fine. Clear that. Come over here. Hit that. Down here. Okay. 150. What the heck do we have? Legs page. Let's go to N1 limit. Really? Isn't there a direct to? There we are. Take off. 156. That's what I'm going to throw in there. Okay, 156 set. We're going to go essentially, this would be probably runway heading, I'm assuming. 249. Let's go this way. I am on VATSIM, so I have to see what we've got. Looks like nobody's online right now. I'm not going to fire up saying intentions either. It's just such a freaking pain in the neck right now. It's the last thing I want to do. 8,000 feet is we're below. Not that I'm saying intentions is bad. It's not. I can't be bothered with any of that right now. So I just want to get going. All right, so we're going to do... That's off. I can't... Hell no, there you are. All right, 2976, that's set. We are on RTO. Brake pressure's good to go on that. Dropping down here, let's go ahead and test this. Okay, really? Good one. Of course it doesn't work. That's why we do a test. I got to pull up my peripheral on that. Sorry guys, I gotta get my SPAD running. All right, comments. Here we go. What do we got? Got it. Antoine, how are you, man? Good evening. Thunderstorms here in St. Louis. Hope you and the crew are doing well. Love your work as usual. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Would you be able to do a video on C-130 or C-17 and do tactical ops? Oh, dude. I suck at that. That is not my expertise, my man. Appreciate you asking, but that is, I'm gonna be honest, man. When it comes to like military ops and stuff like that, there's no way this guy can do that. That's a whole different discipline that I do not have minimal anything in. Very rudimentary. You know, maybe we can, I would love to fly the F-14 again, just getting that thing and do some maneuvers with it. It's a lot of fun. Okay, we've got, got to get the cooling done here. Let's get the APUs running. The APU's running now. We're good. Bleeds on. Let's go. Let's throw that one off. That's going to go APU high flow, which is 80 pounds per, I think it's in 80 pounds per second, or 80 pounds per minute. Regular engine's 50, so the APU is going to provide more airflow than the engines. All right, we're going to need to squawk, blah, 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 7234. So let's squawk 7234, and let's get out of here. We're on a checklist and rock. 72, what did I say? 7234? Yeah. 7234 in there. That's going to push the test. TCAS, what do you say?
TCAS system test okay.
Thank you. Okay, here we go. Before I start originating, this dang Southwest checklist, it's huge. I hate it. Too big. Okay, logbooks on board, gear pins 3 on board, fire warnings, overheat checked, start levers are cut off, stab trim is cut out, switches are normal. We're doing about 5.26. Lights are tested and checked. Before start, FMC program briefings, complete oxygen mask quantity checked. EECs are on. Navigation switches are normal. Display switches are auto and normal. Fuel, we're cleared with our paperwork says. Let me get to the fuel here and tell you what we got. Fuel paperwork says 18.6. We have 18.5. Minimum takeoff today is going to be 17.5, so if we're burning 1,000 pounds, that's going to be a problem. Okay, passenger signs are on, window heat is on, hydraulics are off, B's are on, A's are off, B's are on. Okay, passenger signs are on, window heat, that hydraulic pump's good, pressurization set, and auto show is okay. Flight instruments, I got 297, let me verify really quick, let's get on the bus here. 29er, what do we say, 29er76 or something? 29er76. I have written 29er76 both ways, all three ways. Good. Let's go. Auto brakes on RTO. We have pressurization. Flight instruments are set. Auto brakes on RTO. Takeoff warning work checked. Park brake is set. Airline and rudder trim are centered. I'll just verify it is. Okay, before start checklist is complete. All right, you think we're done? We're not. We have to do a before push checklist. So before we do that, I'm going to get the doors closed, get the tug hooked up. Let's get the heck out of here. In that fashion. So I'm going to come over here. I want to go over to the airplane. Where are you? Ground services. So take a look. That looks good. We're on the bus already, so we can pop that off. Jetway's undocked, which is great. And then let's go to the doors. Doors right there. I want to make sure that's closed. We're going to close all doors, and we're going to arm everything. This is pretty cool. I like how they did this. It's really nice. Really, really nice. All right, let's call GSX. We'll do our flow, and then I'll do our checklist, and we'll get out of here. Prepare for push, please. Before we do anything, I want to make sure coming aboard.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Yes, I know. I'm not shutting the dang packs off until that happens. Anti-collision light is on. Door in the cockpit. I think no, we didn't shut it yet. We're going to. All right, folks. See you later. Have a nice ride. We should have a nice ride. All right, let's go outside. Let's have a peek.
Departure checks completed.
Yeah. We're gonna fire number 2. It takes forever. It's about a 3-minute warm up, but it's so hot here. I don't really think much matters with this heat. All right, let's talk about some mitigations and threats and all that good stuff. Obviously, the major threat today is going to be an engine failure right on this runway. It's always a threat. You have a looming mountain on the other side to the west, so we have to really watch that. If we have an engine failure, it's no big deal. What we'll do is we'll climb out. Let's say we have an engine failure right after V1, or that's probably the most critical time. We'll take it in the air. We'll just do a normal climb. We'll use rudder to maintain our heading. Probably going to have to use the autopilot to get me squared away with the rudder. That's what we're going to have to do. Then we'll make a left turn after 1.3 DME, and then we'll basically turn left to 04. We'll turn left south, and then we'll go 19 miles, get away from the terrain, and then we'll put it in a hold. I want to go nose right, tail left. You guys ready to rock?
Parking brake.
Get your comments. Chris, what's up, buddy? Thunderstorms, I got that. Okay, got that. Chris, how are you? Hey, Pops, how are you? Jaw, what's up? Why is that sideways? What's sideways? What, the EFB? What are we talking about? Okay, doors are closed. We're good to go. We got the brakes. Let's get the heck out of here. Brakes released. And here we go.
Push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Let's make sure they see us. This is sideways. We're on TARA right now, guys, and we are now broadcasting. Okay, frequency Vegas is tower, I think it's going to be, I don't know, 118.75. But it could be, I think it's 118.75. I'll throw that on there. This is sideways? Yeah, I really have to work on that. I just kind of, 118.75. I got to get an engine going here. Give me a second. All right, now I got to throw the packs off. This is where the passengers really start screaming. It's 80 degrees in the cabin now. So they kind of don't like this. Let's start number 2. 2 to ground. Here we go. These engines take forever to start.
Set parking brake.
Brakes set. The brakes were set. Brakes are set. All right, we got rotation on in 2. Yeah, I'll have to turn it that way. You see, it's where it's motoring right now, folks. That's these dang LEAP engines. They take forever to start, so you have to just wait. It really take a long time. There's like it's like there's 24. Now we can add it. We gotta wait.
Unlocking gear.
We got max motoring. I'm watching it. There we go. Fuel's in. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. We got a light. 4 seconds.
Tow truck disconnected.
HT
Bypass
on the
pin
rise.
removed.
There it goes.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Listen to these bad boys. Sounds great. Really sounds nice. All right, we got the pin there. Give her a wave, give her a salute. And now the EGT. I'm waiting for that stupid EGT to roll back. Waiting. Gotta wait for the red line to go away before I can do anything. Well, I can actually get this closed, get that on. Get some oxygen flowing. Do we want to start one engine? I mean, I don't think it really much matters in this particular case. It takes forever to warm up, so what the heck, let's just start them both. I'm not going to sit here and wait to get those engines lit. Let's just light them up. Having flown on a couple of max air, feel like forever if the engine's fully cranked. It does, it takes forever. On the iFly, I once had a motor for like 2 minutes. I know, it's insane. It's insane, right? Now I'm going to start the clock. Really should wait until we get a light off, but that's fine. I'll start the clock right now. See where it says motoring? You gotta wait. Now, see it just kick in. That's crazy. It's not even lit yet, guys. This is what these engines do. When I start a number, I'm looking for max motoring is kind of what I'm doing. That's about right. Waiting, kick it. That's max motoring. Basically it's one for every 5 seconds, or what was it? One I think it's 1% every. That's lit now. Thanks for shutting the shade, dude. We want to see out there. Alright, let's jump back in the flight deck and see what we got on those lights. Okay, look for the rollback on that engine. We have cutout, and here comes the rollback. Look for the EGT to go out. We have 2 good starts, no hung start, no hot start. We look good. And waiting for the EGT line to go away. There it does. Now I can go and energize this. Now, we're doing a bleeds off takeoff. So, what we're going to do, we're going to keep the APU running because we're doing a bleeds off, remember? Which is, we're still going to use the APU. That's coming on, that's coming on, that's coming on. Checking around the horn really quick before we get out of here. Fuel differential pressure is off. I'm going to keep this on for now. We're going to go auto, auto. Now, I could configure this now, or we could do it before takeoff. I'm just going to do that before takeoff. Now, you see this dual bleed going on? What I'm going to end up doing is shutting down the number 1 engine. I'm I'm talking about, the bleed, so I don't get a dual bleed issue. And I'm going to close the ISO valve now. So the EPU is supplying pack 1, which is fine. And we're good there. Hold on. This continuous. Taxi coming on. We're going to go flaps 5. You guys ready for the flaps? Here we go. Flaps 5. Set that up. Barely you can hear it. There we go. Alright guys, we'll run checklist. We'll get the heck out of here. 0 fuel weight set, takeoff weight set, N1s. We're full power today. Runway's going to be 26 right. Flaps are set. PWB data would say 5. We have 5. V speeds are good to go. 42, 52, 56. 56 is set. Minimum cleanup altitude is set. Thanks, John. And then our flight deck doors closed. Lights are out before taxi. Electrical generators are on. Probe heat is on. Anti-ice is off. Flight controls are free. Flaps CDU says 5. We have 5 on board. We're with a green light. Transponders on TARA. We are ready to go here, folks. Let me give him a call. No. So weird. That's why I like this airplane. We're starting to roll already. This is pretty cool. Okay, let's do something here, folks. Live. Man, let's get this going. No. No, yes. Bear with me, I'm trying to find something. No. Where'd it go? Am I running into anything? I'm not paying attention. Hang on. No. Man. This is what I wanted. Okay, I got it. I found it. Shoot, you know what I forgot to do. I always forget this. Every time I turn on.
Okay, straight ahead, and they want us to go somewhere else over.
We're gonna go to the inners. Hold on, dude. Hit OK, hit apply, hit OK. Sorry, I'm trying to do like 2 things at once. Vegas traffic, Southwest 15, so 1250 taxi, runway 26 right.
Straight ahead, right out coast.
Alright guys, here we go. Long taxi over there now. No, we got to go to the outers. I don't know why I'm in the outers. Alright, here we go, guys. I'm idle thrust, which is nice. So this is a bleeds off takeoff. We're still going to have packs running. We're just going to have bleeds off. phone. Did you guys hear a phone? You guys hear this? Oh, we tap the brakes. Okay, that works. Alright, here we go. Bum, 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 bum. That one goes, this one starts. Alright, let's check it out. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now tap the brakes. Getting out of hand here. I should have put on sane tensions. I just didn't have time. We'll get that cleared up. We'll get that cleared up as we get a little closer here.
Right there, kilo, runway 19 right, 19 right.
Alright, I gotta do the overhead here. Send notification. We'll go ahead and set up the overhead and get ready to go full length on this one. I have the seatbelt signs on apparently.
Plus 736, now right up to 7, hold short, runway 26 right.
Okay, brakes up. Hey guys, up's on the overhead here. We're going to do a reverse C to get this thing configured. So we're going to go this way, and then when we take off, it's going to be a C. So reverse C to start, and C. Okay, so what I want to do is this off, this on, this off, this auto, this you can do. It's closed, and then this one. See, if I go to auto now, look what happens, right? The APU is providing the air. And I'd have to look at this, but you're not going to backflow anything because the APU is providing pack pressure. When this is in auto, the valve's open, right, to allow the air on both sides. So if I throw this pack to when we take off, and I throw this pack on, look what happens now. You're gonna bleed, dual bleed, which is a problem. So you're gonna want to close this valve. We'll throw that one pack off. We're just gonna operate on this pack. I am gonna operate the left pack out, and then you'll see as we come across. I'll just reconfigure it up. Okay, so the right pack's off because if I turn that pack on now, it's not gonna get any air. Because you don't want to throw this on because we're going to do reverse C. Alright, we're not doing a packs off takeoff. We're just doing bleeds off. So, alright, we're good. You guys ready? Let's get the heck out of here. Mr. Navigraph, man, can't get enough of this program. I'm getting good. And I'd have to look, you know, to be honest, it's been so dang long since I've done a bleeds off departure. It's been forever. It's been a day. I'd have to review it. Okay, really? Come on now. You off or on? Brakes. Thank you.
Southwest 9, wind 2009er, runway 26 right, close takeoff. 26 right, 2279. Southwest 2765, all Vegas Tower, runway 8.
Alright, here we go. Before takeoff, the departure plan is good. Technical notification complete. Electrical generators on. I'm going to check this. That back down. Anti-ice is good.
Approaching 26.
Packs are good. Nobody's on final. Start switches are continuous. I'll get everything started here in just a minute. There are continuous lights are coming on. Up, 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 on. Holy smokes.
2755, wind 107, runway 26 right. Number 2255, Las Vegas Tower, runway 26 right, mod company.
Let me line up right on this.
6 right.
Definitely not lined up. Okay, let's get this takeoff checks good. Packs are good, bleeds are good, start switch left, continuous, APU is on, flaps are 5. Start levers are idle, recall is checked. Takeoff checklist complete, you guys ready to go? All throttles armed. Bring them up to 40%. Vegas traffic, southwest 1250, departing 26 right Vegas. Alright, we got 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1000, toga. Knots. Auto rudder in there, guys. I don't like that sound. I don't know what that is. V1, we're going. We're getting in the air. Oh, it's just a nose gear. Alright, there's a positive 8 gear coming up. LNAV, ENAV. Flaps 1. Left thrust set. Flaps up here. We're way past minimum flap up retraction, so that's good. Okay, flaps up now. I'll have to do that myself because that one last detent, it doesn't like to work. And then we're going to be below 8,000, so we're going to be a level off segment. I don't have a HUD. I do have a HUD, but I got to install the HUD. So I'm manually flying the airplane right now. It's good practice. I don't want to do it too long because I got to reconfigure the pressurization panel and relatively quickly. So we're going to do this level off segment here as we accelerate. Get the aircraft level and then we'll 1,000 to go. About 5 degrees should do it for us. Thrust is coming back. Right, nice level altitude, got hands off. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and engage the autopilot now, and I'm gonna reset the panel. Okay, so it's gonna be reverse C, okay? So that's closed. So as you throw this on, wait, it energizes it, but the pack's off, so we don't have to worry about that. We're gonna come over here. APU is off. Engine 1 is on. Now we're good. Now you can throw it to auto. Pack auto. I'm going to shut down the APU. APU off. Okay, we're configured now, which is nice. Okay, we got 8,000. Let's go ahead and bring it on up. We're going to go unrestricted here, you guys. We're going to start the climb. What was our cruise altitude? What you saying? 30 something. $37,000. 37,000 set. I'm gonna hold 250 on the climb here, guys, until about 15,000. $10,000 feet. Attendant notification. Let's give a call. Come over here. This is coming off. That's coming off. Taxi's off. And we're pressurizing. We'll run the checklist. And I'm going to throw on the center tank. We'll start burning. Okay, we got climb pressurization check. Start switches are off. APU is off. And that's it. Want to be about 4%, over 4 on the differential. We are 10,000. Okay, what's the cabin looking right now? Nice. Nice and cold. 60. That they would be freezing. The control cabin. Yeah, I like it cold. Well, we should have some turbulence coming up here. Okay, let's see what we got here. Departure. All right, there's 15,000. Let's go ahead and get some airspeed. We're all set. Burn that center tank down just a little bit right now. So what we're going to do, I'll open up the cross feed, put one pump on, then start burning out that center. Get to your comments now, since the hard work is generally done for at least a minute. All right, what do we got? Suggestion: if I may use you to delete current flight without adding a new one. That's all. Okay. Delete current flight. So if you go flights. So Mike, you could just go to flights, click unload, and that just unloads the flight for you. So it just kind of erases your flight plan in Navigraph. So if you go to the Navigraph app, click flights, hit unload. That's the best way you can do it. And I know. We're getting thrashed pretty good, huh? Not too bad. What the heck? Kind of yawn a lot. Alright, here comes 8,000 standard. Going once, going twice. 3 times, and the lights are off. I definitely think this is in Coastal Airways' future. The MAX. We have to order it. So we have to order a new jet. The order books, it's about 4 years out. So we have to start thinking about that as well. 4 to 5 years. The max would be like 5 years. Believe it or not. So it's really, really high. It's a long time. I take it you're the head guy. I am not the head guy. No way near the head guy, buddy. I'm one member on the team, that's all. I'm a great team, by the way. Really good folks. By the way, guys, did you look at the Navigraph blog that released yesterday? We have a new Air Act data that just released, and how are we doing on the bumps? Shit. It's supposed to be pretty darn. At 370, it's supposed to be okay. But I'll increase that range just a little bit. Hits right there. I'm going to go ahead and change the terrain to weather. We are expecting some cells up ahead, but that's going to be more or less near on our kind of Texas area after we get to Fort Union. Shoot. I think Houston is having an event. So is Dallas. So it's lit up. So that's good. I mean, that's good. Right? I'm guessing. 22,000 guys on the climb. Did you guys see the Ryanair aircraft today? I saw that on social media. They lost a fan blade. Just like Southwest. It was an uncontained engine failure. Ripped out the cowling. Went through the cowling. Punctured a window. And somebody got sucked out, but they halfway out of it. Folks were able to pull them back in. So that's crazy. Man. It's reminiscent of the Southwest engine failure. What's this guy flying? He's flying 320. Probably on the same way we are. Got an aircraft right behind me. I don't know what route he's in. We're going to the city that goes to Rickdale. We're not on the same route, so that's good. Anyways, what else we got? So the U.S. the World Cup is over for the U.S., right? We lost. Looks great. A220s, Coastals, new aircraft. Yes, we will. Chris, we're probably going to order 5 of those things to replace the 600s. I heard Delta is starting to retire their 7-1s. And then the 220 is going to basically take over that. What about that? Perhaps the jets are getting tired of moving planes or something. Yeah, I think that was an NG. I mean, it's like anything. It's metal, right? Metal breaks, it fatigues, and, you know, you're going to have failures like that. But it should contain, that cowling should be able to contain that family. That's why they were designed to do that. They're designed to contain the brake. So I don't know what that's all about. But they should, in any event, be able to do that. Yeah, look at, jeez, why are you closing the window, dude? Man. Okay, by the way, hockey season. So, next hockey season coming up this season, we have our preseason schedule for the New York Rangers. You know how many flights I have to fly? None. It's excellent. They're all playing. We don't play Boston, which is great. We just play Detroit. We play New Jersey Devils, and we play the Islanders. That's it. It's great. However, it's an 84 game this season, so they bumped it up to 2 games in the regular, 2 more games in the regular season than normal. So we went from 82 to 84, which is really not that bad. Hopefully the home games. But no preseason flights at all, except there will be one preseason flight. I did forget. There is going to be a repositioning of one of our newest airplanes in our fleet. It hasn't been delivered yet, but it's on order. We're actually getting 13 of these bad boys. And I'm not going to say anything else. I just know they're coming. I hope. I'm excited. Honestly, I'm excited to get them in our fleet. See the performance. All right, we're at Peach Springs 112.0. So I can adjust this like this, but the problem is my screen is not wide. My screen's not tall, it's wide. It's wider than it is tall. So when I do this, I don't see, I have to zoom way out to, to get, this is kind of how you would see it in this seat anyway. You wouldn't be looking like this. You're actually looking a little sideways like that in this seat, but not as prevalent as this. It's just because maybe it's like that. I would have to zoom way out, kind of like that maybe. I don't know. This is sideways. We'll have to deal with that. Okay, guys, we got Nitz, and now we are heading out. We got one more on the Hochi, and then we are in Tuba City, 113.5. What? Jeffrey, and then I'm going to want to try to link those up, but I don't know because they're having an event, so I don't know if we can get that. Stenley. Yeah, after Jeffrey it just breaks and it goes to a vector, which is fine because I can't put it in though, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know yet. It's too dang far away to do any of that, and I've got to figure that out as we go. Shelton, what's up, man? Did you reach out to United about their chest bit? Which one was that one? Next hockey season, well, Blackhawks will be the first to be dealt with in a few years. They'll stand for a second. Yeah, probably. I don't think the Rangers are going to do much. Master caution, fuel. All right. Vina. Gotta tell you, there's a certain airplane that we would probably be at cruise already. I say which airplane it is, but we would be at cruise already, I'm sure of it. This thing's climbing like a pig. A321 no better. I mean, I think this out climbs the 321.
Tower 913, Sierra Bravo, long through right.
Nice slow climb here. All right, we got time of climb coming out. We're looking at, excuse me. We're looking at 869 miles. Why did I pick Dallas? Couldn't I pick like somewhere in California? Wouldn't that been better? Who picked Dallas? Really? It's almost a 3-hour flight.
Heading 250 and maintain out below 11,000.
Keep an outer below 11,030 Bravo.
I'm gonna need something to keep me awake, guys. I was up really late last night. SS, what's up? I was up late watching, I don't know, a movie called Young Washington. Have you guys seen that yet? It's out in theaters. Really, really good film. I love it, about George Washington, obviously. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. Spoiler alert, we win. It's about, really, it's not about the revolution. His younger days. It's pretty cool. Grand Canyon. We're coming up to the Grand Canyon, you guys. This guy just broke off. He's going to the south side. We're going to the north side. Grand Canyon. Let's see if we can get a good look at it. Hard to see with that wing in there. We're starting to fly over the Grand Canyon here. Let's see if we can get a better view out the window or something. Yeah, there we go. There's the Grand Canyon right there. This whole section. My check ride got moved back a billion times. Yeah, it's about normal. I enjoyed the project down there, yes. Could have used more detail, but it was good. Yeah, I liked it. I watched a little bit of that movie because it's good stuff. How's it go? So what you're looking at out the window here is Grand Canyon. I'm gonna go ahead and after we pass Grand Canyon, I'm gonna go ahead to the EFB. I'm gonna put in our HUD. Get our HUD displayed because there is no HUD on this aircraft, and there should be. So I'll have to do that. Now this A320, he's going to Dallas Fort Worth. Yeah, he's going to DFW. He's an American aircraft. He's taking a little more southern route than we are. We're taking a northern track. It's probably on a little more direct than we are.
Number 3, Sierra Bravo, which round for heading?
Hello. How are you, Wendell? Hey, for y'all that got a PPL, how would y'all explain wet, adiabatic, and dry lapse rates? Well, lapse rate, I'd have to remember, man, it's 2 degrees per 1,000, right? I'd have to look at wet and dry. It's been a long time, man. We're talking 30 years. long time. That's a long time. Look at the Grand Canyon. Beautiful. So you can get better look on the captain's side. L3. Grand Canyon right here is the whole thing. I'm not finished that.
Oscar flight 4221, flying English level 100, delete speed on Kruger.
Cool.
The uniform, Los Angeles,
Try to get you guys a good view of it. Best I can do, I guess. Oh shoot. Either that or something really bad happened. Hit it well. Try to move the camera around. We're almost past it. That's the last of it right here.
Double Mike, Dear Los Angeles, Mark, Urban Constant. November Bravo, resume on navigation, expect higher shoreline.
Here, Bravo.
4241, contact Airways 124.62.
Mike says, yeah, Grand Canyon, you get jet jockeys can't fly there anymore. So whoa, where did that come from? Yeah, it's true. I think it's an inherent possibility of this. Alright, so what we're doing is hit this Moochie, then we're going to go to Tuba City. Looks like there's an American Airlines aircraft that's just south of our position, and it's moving away. He might beat us there. We took this northern route. I don't know how that's going to go now. Hit this Tuba City and then we'll 179. Alright, I want to go into the EFB and look at let's go to where's it going to be? It's going to be under settings, right? Oh gosh, it's gotta be my okay. Let's look at all this. They've got a lot of stuff that you can do with this. Look at all the options. I think they've really upgraded their EFB. It looks great. It looks really good.
Over 30 Bravo Center, we'll have fire for you shortly. Contact 124.62.
2462, have a great weekend, 30.
Alright, so we got rising runway, 80 knots. Expand the localizer.
United 1603, contact LA 124.62.
Altitude, angle attack. That's altitude. Time inhibit EGT, 5 minutes. Looking like always a similar reference at 1 roundhouse.
November 2 Mike Sierra, contact LA Center
Why would that
124.2.
Brake and temperature monitoring system? I don't know. I have to think if that's a thing or not. GPWS. I have to get rid of all this half this crap. Altitude call outs. No, no. 500. No. 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 Yes. 10. Yes. 5.
Southwest 2539, Long Bay, keep on running cover.
Yes. Yes. RAS. We have a RAS system already in there. Deal, I guess that. Look at all of these settings. You can have a ton of settings. Eight cars. So I'm looking for Here it is. There's the HUD, enable HUD. You guys can see there's a lot of options, right? A crap ton of options here we can do. That's pretty cool. And then you can even change your colors, which I love. Nice. So the HUD's up. It should be now installed. And that should be in the FMC now, where it says it should give us a menu HGS. There we go. I'm just gonna put this on VMC right now, just for a minute. Cool. All right, back to Prague page. We're headed to Rosie. What's that A321 doing?
EPNV 91, contact LA Center 124.4.
Let's see, the A321 is arriving in an hour and 30 minutes, and they're going to be our arrival is at about let's see here, 611 miles to go. We're looking at timing right now 1740, so an hour. This is basically at 1900. So an hour and 15 minutes. They're estimating an hour and what are they estimating? What did I say? Hour and 32 minutes. We're estimating an hour and 15 minutes. A little more than that. Not really. It's an hour and 15 minutes, guys. And we'll be according to this 1900 right now. On board 1745. Zulu 43. So you could say an hour and 15 minutes. How did that happen? Because we're taking a more northern route and then we're going above Albuquerque. I'm so tired. I haven't got to go to bed. Good night, Jason. Call you this week. Got a great story for you. All right, Chris. We'll see you, buddy. Mike says waiting for the galley to make an iced Americano. Oh, the galley to make an iced Americano, or I can make myself. Yeah, you can make yourself. Oh, that reminds me. The seatbelt's coming off. We got a nice smooth ride. See ya. You guys can walk around the cabin. Have a good one. If you like Navigraph, there's a lot of options. There's a ton of options in Navigraph, man. There's a ton of them. And there's, like, I can't, like, it's a life changer. That's one of the apps that I just cannot fly without, period. Like, nothing. Couldn't fly without it. Just weather, VFR, IFR, it doesn't matter. I can't fly without it. And it's been like that for quite a long time. 35,000 feet going aircraft crossing our path. It's going through San Diego. Okay. Coming in from where? JFK. That is a long flight on a 321. Holy smokes, Miami is having a deal. Well, I'll tell you who's online. It's going to be Cancun. What's the event tonight? It looks like it's Cancun, guys. It's got to be. Everybody's leaving from Houston, going down to Cancun. Sometimes we hit those. So, let me ask you a question then. If we're looking at, first of all, are we going to fly the hockey season? That's number one.
Southwest 2579,
I'm going to turn this off. And the reason why I'm not going to do say intentions is we're going to be, well, it's going to be quiet for now. Just passed into Denver. Denver's ARTCC. Shammy, what's going on, buddy? But a little nav, something has safe level out on TFC. Oh, I see. Top climb, top of the set. Yeah, I understand. What's up, bro? Captain Shammy, how are you? Shout out to Jason and his Network team. Damn it. Thank you. They do a good job. I wrote a piece when you guys are, I don't know if you guys signed up for the newsletter. There's a piece I wrote on, there's a piece I wrote on the RNAV 29er to Newark. That's out right now. If you guys check it out, it's a pretty cool blog. Just go to navigraph.com/blog and you can see. I wrote a piece about that approach. You got Rattlesnake to the north here. Okay, we got Rosie, then E-span. We'll do a burn check at Rosie. How's that? Take a look at our fuel status at 7%. I think, here's my hope, that the hockey season, you guys are going to see a brand new aircraft. That is my hope. We will be no longer flying the MD-80. I think it's retired from us, from the hockey season. I don't see it being a part of the channel anymore, at least from what I'm going to be doing. I can pepper in a flight here and there, but I have no desire to fly it. I just don't. Newsletter. Oh, link me. Okay, I'll throw it in the link here, guys. Navigraph News. We have a newsletter that we release every month. We have this newsletter to remind folks that to update your Air Act app. So your AirAct data will never be. Who is that right behind me? Your AirAct data will never be. Let me find it really quick. So I always forget, like, the AirAct data is released every 28 days. And when it's released every 28 days, well, the charts are now going to be updated much quicker than that. I think we're doing a daily update of the charts or something. Let me see. But every 28 days, the AirAct data gets updated. And who's Network? So, I'm hearing beeps and stuff. It's like disconnected. Stupid. Connect again. Alright, I'm going to try to throw this on there. You guys see this? John, I know. Yeah, Mike, hold on the thought there. John, Mike, I just pasted the link, and that's for anybody else that's not a newsletter. You sign up for that, and then you can see it. Then I'll get to John's comment. John said, had some sad news to share. My mentor, coworker, golf buddy, private aviation, passed away. Yeah, loss sucks. It just, there's nothing else I can say about it. You lose somebody, close to you like that. It's just recently happened to me. I lost my mentor as well. Somebody I've known for 30 years. And he taught me a lot about aviation. So I feel ya. I know what you're going through. Just allow yourself to grieve in whatever way is best, right? I mean, these videos help. That's great. I'm glad to be here and doing this. So, and I really don't do this for me. I mean, honest, I do it for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. These long flights kind of are hard sometimes for me because I'm like, oh my gosh, what do you say? 2.5 hours? There's a lot of news we can talk about in terms of aviation news. But John, my heart goes out to you, man. My thoughts and prayers with you. And I find that my escape, honestly, is the sim. There's, some people do, use different vices to run or to try to get away from stress or whatever. That's fine and well. Some people go bowling, or some people go to a bar, some people, whatever the heck it is. I find this therapeutic. Flying in the simulator, forgetting about life's problems for a little bit, helps me decompress, because my job, as you guys know, is not your typical ordinary job where, how was your day today? My job usually, it's hard to sit at a dinner table and say, oh, it was good. I saw somebody blown up and, brain smashed to pieces. That's not a conversation that a person could have at a dinner table. So, I saw somebody's leg get chopped out. It's just death and destruction all the time for me. It's hard. It's just like the same. First responders have it worse, but man, I'm just saying I need something, right? So I took a nice bike ride this morning. Exercise helps me. I like it. I took my dogs for a walk before it got really hot, and then next week is going to be a week of decompression because next week it's roughing it. I'll be up in basically just south of Yellowstone again. For a full week, primitive, there is no services up there. Matter of fact, I probably have to get Starlink just to get some kind of self-service. So next week I will not stream. It's just going to be, I'll probably have a video for you guys that I'll pop out there, but that's it. You know what? I have so much content I have to drop. And I don't know, I always, these long videos that I pop up sometimes, you know, these flights, like coastal areas flights I do, I try to put chapter headings in there so you folks can, you know, just skip to whatever you want to see. So you're not sitting there for an hour and 32 minutes. There's going to be chapter headings on these videos. And I know I was doing the quick 15-minuters, but I also thought, well, there might be some new people out here that don't never really looked at an FMC, or you know, don't know how to maybe program it. And when I do those 15-minute videos, I cut all of it out. All that content's gone. It's basically just a takeoff and land. So, but you could still do that on the long form video. It's just you just gotta click the chapter heading, and it'll kind of skip you there. So I was thinking maybe that's a better route. I don't know. It's just me thinking. Yeah. Did you ever use a bait cast? I have, Bob's. Long time ago. I will never use. I am a snob now. I'm a fishing snob. Fly fishing has ruined me forever. I will never use a spin casting rod ever again. If I'm going to fish, I'm going to fish a hard way, or I'm not going to fish at all. And fly fishing is that answer. I can fly fish with catch big game on a fly rod. So, heck yeah. As a matter of fact, next year I'm going to Maine for that reason specifically. We're going to go do some fly fishing for some striped bass in Maine next year. I'm super excited for that. But I have used a bait. I have used a bait caster on a boat. It's fun, but it's not as fun as fly fishing. Fly fishing, there's something about it that it's different. You know, you have to cast a fly that there's no weight, and you have to make sure your casts are good, and you could get all sorts of wind knots, and if you're not careful, you get hung up behind you, and just all those things really make it 10 times harder. And that's probably why I love it. It's because it's so hard to fly fish on a good day. So you get a little wind, man. But yes, so I am going to fly fish. I'm taking my gear up. We're going to be in bear country. It's bear country up there. I mean, it's just south of Yellowstone. So there's some bears. We got to be careful. We're going with the scouts. I think there's 35 scouts going. There's 9 leaders. Should be fun, but again, I'm going to be completely off the grid, and I'll have a fly rod with me and some of my tackle. It's supposed to be like really hot, so you gotta be careful when we catch these fish. We probably want to go early in the morning. Yes, I have bear mace on me. Yes, I'll have an air horn on me. But you never know, man. This is bear country up here. So, you know, we're talking 8,500 foot elevation, right in the middle of these aspen pines. It's pretty country. But with that, you have to really respect wildlife. And no deodorant. I'm not putting any deodorant on. Nobody is. You can't. Bears are attracted to that stuff, so the more you smell, the better repellent it is. Believe it or not, I know a lot of you are like, ooh, the natural smell from a human, like body odor, drives bears away. So that's good. That's what you want, right? Come home smelling like that. There are showers. I think there are showers up there. I'll probably take a couple showers throughout. We are supposed to get some rain in the middle of the week. and then break the temperature. So that's good too, because I don't want to be cooking. It's in the mountains. We're going to get the rain, right? You know, it's going to build right over the top of us. I know it. We're going to get dumped on. But it should be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I know the boys are. Our boys are excited. My son's already packed and he's ready to go. I got to pack tomorrow. We leave Sunday. And so yeah, I won't be able to stream all next week, but again, I'll have a video for you guys out there somewhere. So sad. He was just 36 years old. Holy crap. How in the world, if you don't mind me asking, how did that happen, John? Was it unexpected, obviously? Mike says, happy belated 250. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. It was fun. I had my 250 stream before, and that was fun. We camped last week. We went up to Bear Lake and camped out there. That was fun. Always fun to do every year. Golf helps, yes. And working in Indonesia. Golf is a good one. I never use a base caster. There you go. The bait casters are hard because you just gotta flip it out. It's not like I mean, you're doing a little bit of this, but you gotta throw your thumb out. That's different. Barracuda fishing, no, that's fishing. It's fishing. Yeah. Can you imagine a barracuda? Oh my gosh, on a fly rod? Woo! That'd be fun. Bigfoot too, but yeah, well, maybe. Hello, Cap from the DFW. There you go, Fort Worth. We're flying to Dallas. I think ATC was on. They're still on, which is good. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you an update here. Top of descent, 455 nautical miles to go. And we're looking at an arrival at 1928, so the time has increased on us. About an hour and 28 minutes from now. Let's do a burn check over Rosie. So, Rosie, or Rosie, whatever you want to call it. Rosie, I want to call it. How's that? Okay, Rosie estimated right now is, looking at my paperwork, we have 12.1 on the fuel. Let's see what we got. 12.5. Oh, excuse me. All right, there we go. Sneezing over his ear. That woke you up. Okay, so the fuel burn's good. We're estimating when we get to Dallas, 6.9 on the gas, so that's fine. We'll start heading that southeast track right after Eastman. We're doing that southeast track. There's some weather up ahead. You can see the clouds brewing up there. So yeah, we'll probably be there at the same time as that American airline. I don't know, unexpected. I know he was sick with pneumonia. I worked with him at Airline International. Yes, yeah, well, sorry to hear it, John. Yeah, it's a bummer. Young, that is young. It's a shame. And unfortunately, I see that crap a lot in my line of work. It's all unexpected, though, when I have to deal with it. What sucks is I got to deal with the spouses, too, and that's just generally not great. All right. What do we got? 60 miles? I want to try to get a VOR here. Let's contact here. 110.6. I haven't heard anything from these guys. 110.6. See now the VOR here, 110.6. Let's see what we got. That should be my active frequency. Did it get it? No. What about Fort Union? 117. 117.3. So let me ask you guys, do you guys want me to do... Oh, you're not working. 117.3. That's what's ILS. No. Okay. 117.30. I got to tell you something, you guys. I'm watching. Tom Hanks has a series on the History Channel, and it's all about World War II. Probably one of the coolest things. It's like a 20-part series. Man, I love it. It's really, 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 really cool. Have you guys seen this? It's called what is it called? History. I think it's just World War II history. I love it. Well, I'm a history buff, so I really, really love the. I just want to know if anybody's watching that series because I'm hooked to it. They just talked about the air issue. You know, when we were doing round-the-clock bombing. What a mess that was! Like just with no protection. I mean, they would send these B-17s, these poor kids. Have a 20% chance of coming home, or 20% chance of dying every day, and it's just jacked up. Where I can't believe it. And the thing that saved them, I read a book on this, was the P-51. I mean, the P-51 was able to get those bombers deep into Berlin and then give them cover, but more so than that, they would jump on the Luftwaffe. So these P-51s would be hiding, and they would come out of the clouds or way high, and they would engage the Luftwaffe and shoot a ton down. And the Third Reich couldn't build the airplanes fast enough. And then couple that with the constant bombing of factories that choked them out. It choked their supply from aircraft out. At first, they were trying to just do strategic bombing, and that wasn't working. What a cool show that was, man. Really, 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 really fun. It's awesome. I mean, I love it. I love the history. I'm a big history guy, so I thought it was cool. And then I thought I told you guys, 1776, 75, were Washington spies. A lot of big part of that spy ring was almost like a town over from where I'm from, maybe 2 towns over on Long Island. Big, the Culper spy ring, just all happened in Long Island, New York. Just crazy. And I wish I would have known. Like, I wish I would have been, obviously, as a kid growing up, you don't really care a lot about history until it's, maybe some of this thing. But I wish I could go back and look at all the historical landmarks in New York. Because there's a ton of them out there. Just didn't know what we had so close to us. The old church was there still. I would love to see all that. It's Setauket. Believe it or not, it's Setauket, Long Island, which is just a town over. It's 2 towns over. So Port Jefferson, and then just to the west of that is Setauket. Who knew, right? Massive spy ring for Washington. Love it. Little crapula. John says the song is called from 1775 to 34. They hijacked British drinking song. That's exactly right. Our anthem was a British song that we hijacked. You bet. I love it. Ooh, merch. Yes, merch. I've heard of it, saw it real recently. Sorry, real recently. Merch is in Canada. Cool hats. Some the one was created with the help of German scientists in the United States. I'm glad for that German scientist. Let me tell you what. It's just, you know, it's crazy that one person could cause so much damage if unchecked. And it just blows my mind that one person can cause so much destruction. We're talking millions. Millions. I don't know. It's super sad, and you just can't get over the absolute disregard for any human life at all. And I'm talking about the Third Reich. Just evilest evil that you can think of, like Satan in a human body. Just absolutely. And I'm talking about Hitler, right? The man was. I'm so glad he's burning right now. It just couldn't. You know, you look at that, you kind of know. I mean, when you know history, you're like, yeah, I know what happened. But when you see it, it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Like this is real footage. It shows that real footage. It's like, wow. You know that it's a shocker. It's nuts. And that's why we have checks and balances, which I'm so grateful for. To this day, you know, going back to the 250 year, there's a reason why we have those. And I'm grateful for all, even though sometimes modern politics suck. Comes to a grinding halt. Fine. That's what it's designed to do. No one person should have all of that authority or all of that power for that reason. No one should. And that's why I'm so grateful for our government, the way it's set up. And forget the people. I'm just talking about the checks and balances. 3 branches of government. And our founding fathers did an excellent job. Now, was it perfect? No. But it was dang good. And I like that. Where you have the House and the Senate, you have the judicial branch, you have your executive. Each of them, legislative, each of them checks each other as it is written. Our government setup, I wish, like you guys know, I love you something, but executive powers I don't think should be done. Period. Unless it's war, that's it. That's the only reason why you should sign any executive. Because you're bypassing Congress on both sides of the aisle, and I don't like that because I'm a traditionalist, right? I want, okay, they're here for a reason, so we have a stalemate. You don't like them, vote them out. Vote your legislatures out. Vote your Congress folks out. That's how it should be. Don't get me started. I want to get started on modern politics. I just don't want to talk about that, but I love talking about history. History is awesome, right? It's great. 116.6. Let's see if we can grab that on next. 166 coming up. I do need to, maybe I tweak it like that. What do you guys think? That looks better? Where I'm not like kind of tweaking my head trying to figure out where this is. Where to go? So I'm just going to go to the radio stack. I'm just going to save that position. Alright, 116, what did I say? 1166 on the panhandle. 116, that's what it is. Let's fill it. Gas heater kind of thing, not a good idea. So what kind of heaters and jets today, essentially? Some gas heaters. Like VW cars, not a good idea if that well, they planned on a lot of things. Let's see, gas heaters. So what kind of heaters are in jets today? Essentially, gas heaters. Okay, so in this jet, what kind of heater we have? It's bleed air. So we have bleed. I'll show you where they are. Your bleed air is right here and here. Basically, bleed air comes from this. It's a 13th stage and a 5th stage. That's basically stages in the compressor here. What it does is it goes through a pipe. It's probably about that big. It's probably like 4-inch, maybe 3-inch pipe. And it comes up through the pylon, and then it comes over here. It gets ducted through into the wheel bay, or the wheel well, and it goes into the packs. So, and the pack is your actual air conditioning, pneumatic air conditioning kit pack. So your pack cools or heats the air. So coming out of these engines right now, just to give you an idea, they're burning, so 743 degrees Celsius. We're talking searing hot. If you stood back there, you would be burned. So that is hot. Okay, 700 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit, Celsius. So do that conversion and see what it comes out to be. It's wicked hot. So what they do is they take that air, wet negative 17 degrees Celsius right now. So what happens? It goes through a heat exchanger. Picture 20,000. Have I explained a pack to you guys yet? Just a quick pack. Ken, what's up, man? Greetings from the Valley of the Sun. Well, that's probably Phoenix, right? Aren't you in Arizona? That's hot. Bleed air sounds safer than beach Duke gas. Yeah. Bleed air is. Yeah. Yeah, you're good, John. And just, you know, to deal with grief, I mean, you're asking the wrong guy because you're pretty much numb now. But you just gotta deal with it. Life goes on, and you never forget them. You know, you just never forget that person. You're gonna miss them. And I understand that. My buddy, you know, I'm gonna miss him too. I miss our phone calls. I miss talking to him. I mean, you should. But that doesn't mean I won't see him again. So one of these days I will. So it's cool to have that. You know, I don't know what you believe in, but I firmly believe in that afterlife. It's gonna be a great reunion. So hold fast to that. I don't have to worry about, you know, okay, I'll see that person again. Yeah, but this life. See my dogs. My dogs pass, same thing. It's gonna really suck. She's laying down on the floor. But I'll see him again. So I have some solace in that, right? Alright, let's do this here. Alright, so I thought didn't I draw like the heat exchanger thing? I think I did a long time ago. let's. You guys want me to draw this out or no? Entirely up to you. We've done this before. But it's one of those systems that you kind of have to draw. You can't just. It's hard to do it. Let's just do that. Here's coming up here. Let's get over there and pull this in here. Okay, so we're in for a lesson. Okay. I know you guys are like, oh no, not again. Not another lesson. Ken says Cessna 310 1957 gas heaters. Sounds like a carbon monoxide issue to me. Something about gas heater at 10. Needs to be able to pull over. Yeah, you can roll down the windows and pull over. You can't do that in an airplane. So these jets right here are done a certain way. You have belly. So let's just draw. I'm going to do this the best I can. Now my drawing's not going to be great, but I'm just going to try to give you a little idea of what I'm talking about. I'm going to thicken this up just a little bit. Is everybody okay with this if I do this? I hope so. There we go. Let's go 3. All right, I'm going to do this cold air. So let's say the airflow is going to come in this direction. So right now we're flying. And the belly of the aircraft, you can see this inlet right here. This is the inlet I'm talking about. You can see that inlet. That's the pack inlet. And that is an actual, there's a veritable mechanical flap in there that actually opens and closes and modulates. Can't see it, but it's moving. There's no indication in the flight deck that it's moving. You do see, no, the older aircraft have it. Nope, they took it out. So in the old ones, I think in the NGs happen too, you'll see, you know, your ram errors or something like that. I have to look to see what the heck it's called. I forgot. But that's out of this airplane. Back to the drawing. Let's go back to the drawing. Okay, so that's what you're looking at here, right? The inlet is right here. So the air comes in to this section, okay? It's just ram air, and there's a little flap in here. I'm trying to do this flat as best I can. We'll say this guy. I'm just going to color it here. And it modulates open and close. So just think, it just does this, right? It's just a flap that goes open and close depending on what we demand in the cabin. If we demand colder air, it's going to open up more, right? Because it wants to draw that cold air in. Negative 17 degrees right now, up at altitude. That's cold. So that air is below freezing, well below freezing, okay? So that air then comes in and gets ducted through. It goes through a series of plumes, plenums it's called, ducts, if you will, and it goes into an ACM, actually. It goes through a heat exchanger. That's the first thing it does. It hits a heat exchanger. So let me just draw this. This is rudimentary stuff I'm drawing, but I'm just trying to do it best I can by memory. So it goes through a series of heat exchangers. There's 2 of them on the 737. And I know I just like crap. Let me do this again. That's not right. I'm gonna go like this. Like that. Straighten these lines out for you so it's kind of presentable. Okay, good. So what this air does, air gets ducted down. Now, in a heat exchanger, just like it sounds, you have to exchange energy. There's going to be a trade-off. There's going to be a warming of air and a cooling of air at the same time. So what happens is that bleed air coming from the engine, right? It gets trimmed in. Now, I believe this is fuel. Am I thinking of the oil fuel? There's a fuel oil heat exchanger. That is not what I'm thinking of. Okay. There is a fuel oil heat exchanger. Cold fuel, hot oil, they exchange. That's not what this is. This is going to be, I want to say it's bleed. I have to look. It's been a while. So let's just say a series of bleed come through here. And it's a coil. So these red coils, hot air. And I can't remember if it's fuel that gets thrown in there or if it's bleed. It's not fuel. It has to be hotter than that. It's not oil either. It's bleed. Okay. So you have this cold air that comes through. It snakes through this. And then eventually it starts to warm up. Okay? I don't remember. Now that's going to drive me crazy because it's been a while. So this thing comes out of here. Into an identical one. There's two heat exchangers. Okay. So this air now starts to heat up big time. Not big time, but enough to be somewhat inhibitable. If that, it's taro. It's not as hot as it once was, and it's not as cold. I forgot what the temperature was coming out of this, but anyway, it gets ducted through. Again, it comes out through here, and then what happens is it's not cold enough yet. The air has to hit an ACM, air cycle machine. An ACM, I'm going to do this. This bad boy, design this. I'm going off of memory, guys. It's been a long time since I actually looked at this system. ACM, I'm going to say right here. This. Like this. You like my drawings. Put a little turbo. Anyway, this is an ACM or an air cycle machine. And you have an impeller section here. And you have an exhaust section here. What it does is this airflow comes through the impeller. It's pulled in through the impeller. Alright, and then what it does is it hits this impeller, and then inside the ACM, it completely diverts the air. There's this impeller, right? It's spinning. It's on a fan. Because there's a fan, believe it or not, there's a fan hooked up here too. There's a fan in here on a shaft that draws the air in. So when you're on the ground and there's no ram air, that fan is going. Okay? Anyway, there's a fan here, and that fan diverts the air. Okay, so it completely shoves the air in, and it's fast. Okay, it's so quick that it instantly puts the air to 32 degrees inside this ACM. It's so fast, it shocks it so much, diverts it, and instantaneously drops to freezing. The ACM does. Again, now I know what you're saying. Well, Jason, we can't shove freezing air into the vents. You're right, we can't. But so what we do is once the air, by the way, it's freezing, comes out of the impeller, which then drives faster and makes more air cold. It goes into a series of trim. Yes, I know. Trim air, it's called. And I want to show you what that looks like. This guy, see this trim? That's what this is. It's trimming air from the bleed. I think it trims this. It trims it from the bleed into a little mixer. And it's not the main mixer, it's a little mixer. So now you have warmer air mixing with cooler air, or with freezing air, right here. From there, they mix to warm-ish. Okay, it comes out, and then it gets dumped into a mix manifold. And the mix manifold is right here. Big, think of it like a tank. Just like a big empty void space. And what that mix manifold does, it's taking the air, yes, from here. These are air vents, and the air is actually coming into these grates under the floor and ducted into the mix manifold. So let's say in the cabin right now, we're going to say the air in the cabin. Let's go to, it's 40, 50, 65, maybe 5 at the beginning calls. It's too dang cold. Okay, the air from the floor, let's just say it's 72, 73 degrees. All right, so it's coming from those vents from the cabin. Okay, I'm going to draw it here for simplistic purposes. We're going to say these are the grates from the cabin. So the airflow is coming down in here, and then what it's doing is it's drawing it through ducts, and it's getting dumped in the mixed manifold on both sides of the aircraft. Okay, so the air is, getting ducted through all those vents and ducted into the mix. And let's say that air is sitting at 70, let's say 73 degrees for the heck of it. This air coming out from the ECM gets mixed in. It's not 32 anymore. It's going to be right around, I don't know, probably heats it up to about 50. Let's just say that. And it gets mixed in here. Now you're mixing 73 and 50. Now, if I demand colder air, what do you think is going to happen to the bleed? It's going to be less bleed air. It's going to open that flap more. We want more cold air in. The ACM is going to come in. And the mix manifold, there's another sensors over here that you call from the flight deck like we just did. And I'm calling for 70 degrees now. So I want this mixed air to come out of here at 70 degrees. So what it's going to do is it's going to come up to the risers through the sidewall of the aircraft. Now that is right there. So it comes up the sidewall here, and it gets dumped into your vents. So each passenger has one of these, and that's how you get heating and or cooling of the aircraft. Now, there's much more to that system than I just drew, but it's something like that. Where you have a series of heat exchangers, and then you have some trim air, and bleed air, and I think it is bleed that mixes with it. Kent says, I lost my stepdad in my house in February last year. There's a reason I came about. Yeah. Love lesson time. So the bleed air, like in the Duke and TBM, operate in simple fashion. Yes. Yes. I wish MSF showed towering thunderstorms to vector massive. You're right, but I got nothing, right? Nothing. I'm not painting anything on radar. You're right. I wish Flight Sim SDK was their weather was better. It's just this town. It's not great. I wish 24 didn't have a CDC. Yeah, me too. Oh gosh. Anyway, that's lesson time a little bit. I don't know. I would have to really look at the system again. There's a lot more in depth into that than what just drew, but that's kind of how it works. So it goes in that mixed manifold. So when you're on the ground, right? So when you're on the ground and you say, oh, I need to hook up the air conditioning card, you don't need the packs on because it completely bypasses the pack. Now, when I say pack, well, all I just drew, that's the pack. That whole thing is the pack. 2 heat exchangers, the plenum, all of that constitutes a pack. And then it exhausts it, by the way, underneath the aircraft. So remember that hot air I was talking about? Where does that hot air go? Right there. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. Can you see these vents? This whole thing is the pack. So is this, 2 packs. This is your vents. Hot air is coming out of there. And so in the wintertime, you might see guys huddled into the wheel well on the ground doing this with their hands because that's the pack exhaust. That's the bleed coming out. So when you're down on the ground and you're doing your air conditioning card, that air conditioning card just hooks up right into the mixed manifold. It bypasses the pack. You don't need packs on. Matter of fact, it's a limitation of the aircraft that you don't want packs on. For that reason, because you don't need them on, it's going right in. You don't control, when you're on the ground and you have an air conditioning card on the aircraft, you don't control the temperature of the airplane. It's just going to the mixed manifold, and whatever the ground crew has it set is going to be coming out of those risers. That's it. The only time you control the temperature is when the EPU is running or the engine's running. That's it. Kent says, great explanation you need to teach at Southwest Schoolhouse. After I just drew that Mickey Mouse crap, dude, I'd be like, what? Anyway, that's how I remember it. It's been a long time. I need to thank you. It's been a while. I need to look up. I wish I knew the electrical system as good as that. My head is to be honest, my head is wrapped around the 757 system. To be honest, I'm knee deep in the 7.5 systems, and you want to talk about wacky systems. That 7.5 is definitely one of those head scratchers. It's like, wait, what? Just the landing alone when you're like top of the set, guys, 163 miles, but just the landing alone. On a 7.3, you have 3 FCAs, flight control computers, so FCCs. There's 3 of them, and it's different. Like the 7.3 is so much more, obviously, it's so much more advanced than the 7. You wouldn't think so. But the newer 7.3s, they're, I mean, not the overhead. The overhead is from 1965 still. In ways, the 7.5 is different. It's just a different animal. There's no, like, see on this aircraft, we actually have to engage the FCCs. We have to engage both autopilots to do an auto landing. On the 7.3, it's done automatically. Regardless if you're flying the Cat 1, 2, or 3, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to lock all 3 up, and it's up to the pilot, you, to go, okay, we're on 8th, we're on land 3 or land 2 or land 1, whatever the heck it is. It will always couple to 3 autopilots. All 3 autopilots will come on every single time you hook up to an ILS. All 3 autopilots will engage. Now the weird part is on the 7.5, if you lose a generator below, is it below 200? Gosh, what the heck is it? I gotta remember. I think it's 200. 200 feet, once it hits 200 feet, you lose a generator, nothing happens. On an auto land, nothing happens, which, by the way, is every approach. You with me? The 7.3 just locks it up. You have to disengage them, which you would do on, Cat 1 or something like that. You would just fly Cat to Cat 1 minimums. In ways, it decreases your load, but it's so automated in terms of the electrical systems. However, if you lose a motor, if you lose an engine or an IDG above 200 feet, you lose A3, and then the land 3 will cancel out, and then you're going. It's just. Yeah. So anyway, I'm head deep into that system. Knee deep in the electrical. Mike says, heard airlines have to change the air conditioning air more often. Now says the law. You talking about the filters? By the way, you guys, there's HEPA filters in there, in that mix manifold. There's HEPA filters. So it goes through a series of filters. It goes through HEPA, and I can't remember the flow rate. It's pretty darn high though. Like when I talk about flow rate, I'm talking about the movement of the air. It's not stagnant, it's pushing, and it's recycling the air quite often. I don't know how often it does, but it's up there. So if you look here, you can see these trim and you see these recircs. These recirc fans basically pulls air in from those under the vents, where you're sitting by the foot, by your feet. It pulls that air in, and it recircs it through around. And by the way, some air gets ducted into the front of the cabin, the cargo compartment. Same with this air under these avionics. So behind all these panels, you see in front of us, it's hot. I mean, these are computers. So in the avionics bay, there's a fan that's ducting. It's basically pulling the air out of here, and it's ducting it down through the liner of the cargo in the front. So it goes through and over around the cargo bin, front cargo bin on this aircraft, before it gets exhausted. And the exhaust on this aircraft is going to be right there. There's your avionics fan exhaust. It's right there. So again, it goes around the shroud and then it goes out. Once it circulates, it comes out of there. That's the avionics exhaust. Really cool how they did this. How they thought about this. Anyway, that recirc fan helps decrease the amount of. Let me ask you a question. Knowing that, what I just taught you, do you think we're more efficient when we go hotter or colder? So, what I mean is, are we going to use less bleed? More bleed equals more fuel burn, right? We all know that. So if I command hotter in the cabin, are we going to burn? Now it's what? Pushing 80. Yo, I be getting a call. It's too dang hot in the cabin. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's lower it down a bit. Would we get any more efficiency, colder the air or the warmer the air? What say you? At cruise altitude. Yes, QZ very cool. I have Discovery flight in Arizona tomorrow. Oh, cool. Boarding 24, so I feel late, but I'm excited. Dude, don't feel that way. I was 24 when I started at Riddle, so don't feel that way. I feel late, but I'm excited. Going to be the first flight school I've checked out. The channel game came across my screen. Great stuff. Well, good, man. It's good to have you, and I hope you enjoy. Are you going in the morning? Good. I would say Arizona in the morning is a good time to go, just because it's usually less turbulent, less bumpy. you know, that ground's going to heat up on you, so you're going to feel those thermals when the ground heats up. Nothing to be worried about. It's just the Earth's heating, so it creates those pockets of heat. That's all it is. You're just hitting the thermal and the bouncing. But in the morning, it should be pretty darn good. I'm excited for you. Let me know how it goes. So I want to know, I think the whole channel wants to know how it goes. Anytime somebody's going to take a discovery flight, I want to know how your discovery flight went. So check back in, because I would love to see how it went and what you thought of it. Cool. Goodyear Airport, yeah. Off to the galley to make an iced AeroPress. But I'll hear you. Okay, good deal. Warm of the air. Cool. Cool air equals more dense. I had a 33-year-old student who became a pilot at KLAS. There you go. Pretty cool. And by the way, PASQ 13 Ken is an old Southwest guy. So he's got a lot of hours in the air, man. So he can give you some good counsel. Good stuff. But anyway, okay, so back to this thing. So when I turn the air cooler, guess what's going to do? It's going to demand less bleed. So it demands less bleed to heat up the air. It's going to open that vent more, and it's going to allow that -17 to get in there, and it's going to pull less trim air. So yes, it's going to be more efficient when I cool it down. Less efficient when I heat it up at this altitude. Things tend to change, but I can't believe you guys remember what I'm talking about. The NGs will have it. And you guys, you're going to force me to look at this. I know you are. I'm going to have to do this because it's going to drive me crazy. There is a thing called ram air. There is a light called ram air. It's not on the Max, apparently, but it's on the NG, and I know it's either that or it's either I can't think. It's either on the Classics or it's on the NG. I think it's on the NG. Now I'm looking at my books, so I'm going to have to call ATC here shortly, guys. So lessons are almost over. I know a lot of you are like, oh, great. No more. No more. Right, let's do this. There it is. I told you. I'm going to call in just a minute. I just want to see. All right, here we go. It is MRG. I'll pull that up. It's down there. All right, we got to call Fort Worth Center on 135, 175. 135, 175. And by the way, guys, if you got anything out of this, just make sure you hit the like button for me. And if you're brand new, make sure you subscribe. Hopefully you got something out of it. 135, 175. Southwest 1250. What's up? Fort Worth, Southwest 1250. Flight level 370, just north of Childress. The question just doesn't work. See, audio, microphone, that's good, hit OK. 135, 175. Can't see. 135, 175, I'm on the frequency. I don't hear anything. It's broadcasting. Yeah, that's good. Should hear it. Ah, that's why. 135, 175. Don't worry about me. I just don't have any sleep. I'm good. Maybe I need that espresso. 175. There.
Generally, in public fold there was another non-public fold.
My stop and descent is just before Tinley, that was the original plan.
Ram air door full open. That's what it is.
Trying to rework the numbers as you see.
And that's what that ram air door light is. It's telling
Okay,
us that ram air is
Aurora
full.
4, what's the plan for Tinley, and then I can give you the descent later. Hold at Tinley as published.
I'm going to have to turn this up
Advise,
just a touch.
expect further clearance at 0345 Zulu. Time now 0316 and 3/4.
Hey Patrick, what's going on, man?
Advise if you'd like to leave the hold earlier. Descend to maintain flight level 280.
Oh, Jason taught me, thank you.
Just to confirm, 280 for the hold.
Paper.
Let's give him a call.
Tinley, descend to maintain flight level 280, hold there till 0345, expect further at that time, Aurora 04.
Expect further? Oh, crap. Hope that's Fort Worth and not Love. Hang on just a minute, I've got to talk to this guy. Fort Worth Center, Southwest 1250, flight level 370, just north of Childers.
Level 1250, Fort Worth Center, radar contact 30 miles northeast of Childress. Descend via the Jeffrey 5 arrival, level altimeter 29094.
Okay, we'll descend via the Jeffrey 5, copy altimeter, Southwest 1250. All right, let's get the weather really quick. We're top of the
9579, expect visual approach, flight 17 center.
Okay guys, so Dallas right now is reporting, I should say headquarters, right? They're reporting right now winds 160 at 9, 10 miles visibility, clear skies. Can't get better than this. 160 at 9, 10 miles of clear skies. It's perfect. Temperature's 34, dew point not much cooler than Vegas, dew point 19. 29er decimal 904. Pen doesn't work. Simultaneous approaches are saying runway 13 left and right are in use. I don't know which one they're going to give us, so whatever. We'll take whatever they give us. Mr. Patrick, your airplane's beautiful, my friend. I like it. It's a cool bird. Okay, you guys, so just to give you an update on the briefing here, we're looking at Navigraph. Let's go to terminal. We're going to go to Dallas to sit, start, and we're doing Jeffrey 5. So we're going to descend via. Now, when they give us a descend via call, we've got to make sure that we hit the numbers right. We hit the descent. So I'm going to go to Legs page here. We've got Greg's is our right there, hard altitude 11,000, 250 knots. That's in there. Now I could go to VNAV. Usually there's going to be a VNAV segment in here. You see what it says 240 at 10. Well, this airplane's a slippery little git. Hard to get down to that level. You could set it to 250 if you wanted to. But it's hard to, it's slippery. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is. And we've got a couple more altitude restrictions at Burroughs between 30,000 and 280 knots on this side. So it's good to know. All right, what else? I wish I still had a hard copy of that Bill Buffalo copy again.
Yes, 2307, expect visual approach from I-18 right.
We'll expect the visual 18.
There's an iOS version. Yes, there is. I have it, Ken. It's right here, sitting right next to me, buddy. Yeah, I love it. I got Bill Buffalo. I've got his FMC right there. That's an awesome book, too. And I've got his other
Yeah, we had a little bit of an issue with the autopilot. We're trying to get that down.
Really good book.
Okay.
Got so much crap in my brain bag. It is a great I got an old, look at this thing. You remember that? This old QRH from a 700 and a classic. 300, 500 right there. That's so old. I just keep it in there just in case. Now it's all digital, right? Everything's digital. Okay, guys, I don't know.
2134 Houston Center is closed. Radio service terminated for scanner crews.
Houston Center's closed. Okay, guys, we got top of the set here coming up shortly and looking pretty good. I don't know the runways yet, but we can brief. Runway 13 left or right. I've got it set for 13 right. They might change us because we're coming in from the north. I would assume that. Okay, we're going to bring it down to the bottom altitude of 11,000 feet. So everybody verify if I get this wrong, you tell me. I'm pointing at this right now. I've got 11,000. Everybody give me a thumbs up. Do you see 11,000 EMCP? Yes. Good. I do have to do performance. I'm just going to stick around.
85, 79, instead of 88, 4,000.
4,000 for good, 579.
I might have to bring up this.
Request flight level 240.
I can't barely hear him. So.
American
Dallas.
57, American 127, 580,
I might have to turn him up, guys. I can barely hear him over the engine. I do apologize. He might be a little bit louder over here, but I can't. And that's one thing I need to hear is air traffic control. So, I do apologize if it's too loud. Okay, so runway, I'm going to plan. Normally, they'd probably take us to the 13 lefts, I'm assuming, because we're coming in from the north. It doesn't really matter, 7,700 feet versus 8,800. I'll take 13 left. I think that's what they're going to do. Dallas is saying right now 13 left or right. I don't know. Your guess is good as mine. I'm assuming it's going to be 13 left. Let's plan that. Let's plan 13 left. I just have a feeling. I have a hunch that I'm going to be on that runway. 13 left whiskey. It's pretty much the same thing. So we can drop down here. I'm going to do the RMP. This is a visual approach. And so we'll just back it up. So I'm going to go to wrong button. Hang on just a minute. Arrivals, and then I'm just going to change this to 13 left. And that's going to be the RNAV whiskey. RNAV whiskey. 13 left. So I've got X-ray, Yankee Zulu. I don't see no whiskey. There it is. 13 left whiskey.
Circuit 6019, expect visual approach by 18 right.
These legs are the same. So we didn't lose anything. We just switched the runway. So I'm just going to plan 13 left, folks.
That's 1772 forward center, hello.
Gosh, I can't hear him. I still can't hear him. Can you guys hear him better on your side?
322 Albuquerque is closed. Radio service terminated. Container crew.
Apparently here, let's go. Top of the descent's coming up.
1584 descend by the boost 7 arrival.
It might be a little loud for you.
Descend by the boost 7 American 1584.
Okay, guys, we're going to go flap 30 on this one. Auto off, all, none, auto, full reversals.
1529 Houston's offline. Radio service terminated. Frequency change crew.
Weights, landing weights, 143. I'll check. We'll go with 5 knots.
GPS 2307, flight present heading. Descend and maintain 6,000. Vector Stefano.
I'll give you $1 for that manual.
December 6,000.
It's worth a lot more than $1 for me. You kidding me? Alright. Seatbelt signs on, we're heading down the chute. Give me $1 for it. You wish. That stuff to me is like gold. It truly is. I love it. It's history too. 300, 500s. It's cool. All right, seatbelt signs are on. We're heading down the chute. Okay, guys, let's take a look. We're going to go auto brake. Max auto. Nope. We're going to do auto brake 3, 7,300 feet. It's not a lot of room, but we'll do auto brake 3. I could change to flat 40. That's fine. This airplane stops pretty dang quick, but not a lot of margin. I like to land with flat 30, but we might want to go flat 40 on this one. Let's see what we got here. What's our altitude now? We hit that right at 11,000. Good. We have a little level offset. So this is just calculating our performance data. That's what I'm doing. I use companion guide once to explain to the beam flight attendant how to close the valve. That's cool. Oh, Ken, I gotta ask you while you're here. Did we talk about the mirror? They said there's a mirror in the flight deck that both pilots can see. What's up with that? This is 280 knots. So see what the airplane's doing? I'm just going to go speed intervene and set 280 and say, nah, I don't think so, airplane. You're going to give me 280 knots. So.
Circuit 9579 to your left heading 270. That's your supply.
Okay, guys, we can go auto brake
9579.
3 on this one with flaps 40. So I'll do auto 3. We won't probably need it. I'll try to just get off the brakes pretty quick, but.
Circuit 6019,
with auto brake 3, we've got no
no
procedures required, so
present heading down
we're not going to heat up the brakes too
12
much
down,
with auto brake 3, so that's good for the turnaround. So quick turnaround weight, that's max, we don't need that, that would be way too low. I mean, really, we could go auto brake 2, and then I could just adjust from there, which I'll probably do. I'm just going to go auto brake 2, and then I'll manually get on them if we need it. Let's go back to the Navigraph charts. So we're coming down the chute here. You guys can see just a couple planning things. We're hit this, it's 11,000, and then we're gonna get vectors. See these little arrows right here? That means it's a vector leg, and who knows
6019, do you want to follow the speed restriction?
where we're going from there, right? They're gonna vector us in. Probably gonna be, I'll back up to ILS, but I'm assuming it's gonna be 1-3. So taxi, I'm going to do the 10-9 page. We're coming in 1-3 left. We'll stop. Probably get off on. We want to land within the first third of the runway.
Breaker 9579 at the airport.
And then we'll probably get off on Mike 2. Welcome to headquarters. We're going to go out and make a right.
17 center, Breaker 9579.
Okay. That's the plan. Let's go and do a descent check really quick. A briefing with you. So we've got the arrival we've discussed. We've talked about altitude and speed constraints. I do want to put, I'm going to clear that drag off just because we'll see how high we are. No, that's enough. I'm going to put in a fixed page, and we're going to go runway. Let's go to the legs page first. Put that in. Runway 13 left. Try that in there. And then we're going to go to the fixed page, and I'm going to put it in over the top. /15 /5 once again /3, and this is great for SA or situational awareness. It helps you visually see where your energy levels need to be. Now I'm going to pull brake.
4585, expect RNF whiskey for 1.
Get a little fast. This thing's getting slick. We're on flight D10 now. It's a slick aircraft, you guys. So I need to start slowing down. All right, NOTAMs, we got SIPs, we talked about special airports, we're good. MEL items, we don't have any. Approach type is just going to be a visual. We'll back it up to
Good
ILS.
evening, Life Flight 22, entering airspace to the south, 30 miles south of the 9.
Approach, 3 left ILS is going to be
Life Flight 22, Fort Worth Center, radar contact 30 miles north, or correction, 30 miles north of Leona VOR.
111.50. And I'm going to go ahead and throw that up there right now. Inbound course is going to be 133. Past it. Okay, 133 set, 10,000 is set heading to. So that's just
1250, expect RNAV X-ray, runway 13 left from Netney.
Okay, we'll expect 13 left, the RNAV X-ray done southwest to 1250. So we're doing the X-ray now, 13 left X-ray. I've got it right there, I'm going to pull that in.
We just confirm it from Netney.
I got you from Netney, thanks.
UPS 2307, turn right heading 010.
Right heading 010.
Okay, we're going to go 13 left, the RNAV X-ray from Netney. Execute it, legs go back, and everything is good right
Turkish
now.
6019, ascend to maintain 6,000.
6,000, Turkish 619.
Berkshire 9579, wind 170, 10, runway 17, center, clear to land.
177, clear to land, Berkshire 9579.
That was 4585, proceed direct to Knockney, cross Knockney at 4,000, cleared on that with
You
PR
can
by
slow
1
down or
after first.
descend, not both. You're exactly right. There's I'm gonna pull a little bit of brake. That's coming in. I gotta do my flows.
That was 4585, that was for you.
Lights, mobile lights.
Copy that. Was that for the RNAV whiskey for 13 left?
Yes, that was 4585, proceed direct to Knockney, cross Knockney at 4,000. Clear
We're gonna get that too, 4,000.
Alright, direct
Okay.
Knockney, cross Knockney at 4,000.
Speed brakes are
Cleared
out.
RNAV whiskey for
We gotta get
13
down.
left, Southwest 4585.
FedEx
So we're
1732, Houston's offline,
above
radar service
profile,
terminated,
okay.
container cruise.
We'll do a checklist right now. Brakes are on. Good there. Flight attendants notification.
We'll see you later, thanks for flying.
Speed brakes were auto brakes in 2. Okay.
Flight Flight 22, descend by the red and 4 arrival, level 702, and 4.
2994. I got 2994 coming. 2994.
UPS 2307, turn right heading 090, right just the final.
090, UPS 2307.
Southwest 1250, descend to maintain 7,000.
Down to 7,000, 1252. Okay, going down to 7,000 set. Now we're off that speed restriction. I'm going to go ahead and cancel it and say I just wanted you to bring it on down. See how it's going.
Turkish 6014, descend to maintain 4,000. Sorry, Turkish 6019, descend to maintain 5,000.
5,000, Turkish 619.
A couple things I could do. I could start slowing it down, which I'm gonna do. So I've closed the speed, and I said I want you at 7,000 feet.
UPS 2307, turn right heading 130.
Right heading 130, UPS 2307.
Turkish 5019, turn right heading 360.
Right 360, Turkish 6019.
We're on a decel segment, so we're going to start slowing the aircraft down. I got the speed brakes popping. Okay, guys. Descent checks, here we go. Minimums, yeah, I'm going to set it to 269 feet. Matter of fact, I'm going to set it to 489 feet. That's going to be field elevation.
GPS 2307 Heavy DFW Airport, 1 o'clock and 15 miles in front of sight.
We got the field in sight, UPS 2307.
UPS 2307, fly heading 150 to join the final, clear visual approach right 18 right.
45.
Heading 150 will join the final, clear for the visual 18 right.
Secure 9579, taxi by Mike, Echo Lima, Kilo to parking, cross for by 17 right at Echo Lima.
Mike, Echo, Lima, Kilo,
Right.
cross 17 right at Lima Kilo, Brickyard 9579.
Brickyard 9579, cross for by 17 right at Echo Lima.
Okay, let's do it.
Right at Echo
Checklist
Lima,
coming in
Brickyard
descent.
9579.
Minimums are set. VRF retard set. Auto brake is on 2. We can go 3. Recall. That was weird. Recall is complete. Look at that, huh? That's cool. Okay, we're at 250, 11,000. We're going to keep on descending. Now, what I could do is, if I wanted to descend quicker, which I might, I'm going to go level change it. And I'm going to do, I don't like to do it on the descent very well. But I could go level change and then pull brake. And that's going to descend me down. Or I could go vertical speed, which I'm probably going to do right now. I'm going to go vertical speed. And I'm going to take over to do about 1,600 feet a minute. I'm going to pop the brake. Let's see how we do with that. It's being a little more aggressive, but I kind of want to get down a little quicker. Just because I'm going to have to slow down as well. And I want to build a level segment where we can slow our speed up just a touch. I mean, we've got plenty of room. Right after Jeffrey. We're not on the descent via anymore because he said descend down.
American 157, Alpha 50 offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, Cynthia.
Over advisory, American 157.
The ILS is already identified. We're looking at just as a backup. It looks like IDAL. I don't see it yet. We're expecting a right turn. And I'm going to take off the weather. So weather's coming off. Terrain is coming. You'd have weather.
Team, sorry, heading 150 to join the runway 198 right, low pleasant.
Right 150, Turkish 6019.
GPS 2307, heavy, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Runway 18 right, clear to land, UPS 2307.
This is really good. I got the brakes on. Speed brakes are good. I feel like I'm in a good spot right now. We're at 250 knots. I got speed brakes. We're doing 1,400 feet a minute. We're at a good spot. We got 1,000 to go coming up. Inbound course 133. That's set. Good. RNAV X-ray. I need to pull up. Okay. 485. 1,000 to go. Brakes are going to come in. I'll pop the brakes in right now. It should capture. I'm watching the FMA. We got vertical speed, but it will capture here shortly. And then I expect a right turn soon.
Pop at the descent of 5,000.
If you talking ATC or the clacker going?
Level 1250.
Go ahead.
Level 1250, descent of 4,000.
Down to 4,000, Southwest 1250. Vertical speed, here we go. Bring it down to, again, about 1,400 was a good It's good flow, I think. Heading. So we got to hit Jeffrey first, and then we'll go. Once we hit Jeffrey, then he's probably going to send us vectors.
Circuit 1619 heavy DSW, 12 o'clock and 15 miles report in sight.
We're plenty.
Circuit 1619 heavy.
We can even do
Circuit
12.
1619, clear visual approach, runway 18
I'm
right.
going to do 1100 now.
Clear visual approach 18 right.
Speed
Circuit
brakes are in.
1619 heavy.
All right, here comes Jeffrey. After Jeffrey, we're going to go heading
Forward center, we're at 04, ready to exit the hold at Kimley.
Aurora 04, roger. Clear to the Dallas Fort Worth Airport via last cleared routing. Descend via the Fever 4 arrival, DFW altimeter 29904. Correction, 29903.
Plenty.
Clear to DFW Airport via the CPU 4 arrival, Aurora 04.
Aurora 04, just confirm descend via the Fever 4 arrival.
I'm sorry, descent by the C4 arrival, Aurora 04.
Thank you. Southwest 1250, proceed direct to Netney, cross Netney at 3000, cleared RNAV X-ray, runway 13 left approach.
Okay, clear direct Netney, and we're cleared for the RNAV X-ray 13 left, Southwest 1250. Pointed in the right direction. I'm going to go vectors, direct, execute. Well, let's go. And we're going to descend down to 3000. Mandatory 3000, maximum 210 knots. I'm going to want to start slowing down, but I don't want to yet. I want to keep rental power in as long as I can. And then once we hit that 15 nautical mile ring, unless he tells us different, then we'll start slowing it down. That's why I have that 15 mile ring. I really like that because I can see where I need to start slowing this bird down. And we're gonna go from about 250. And we have to get.
Aurora 04 has information. November on board.
We're gonna have to have a decel right around there because we're gonna have to slow the aircraft down to Netney. 210 knots. But now we're gonna level off, which is gonna be nice because then we can start. Maybe I could go like 245 or 240. And then have a little buffer there. He's already cleared us, so since he's cleared us, what we're going to end up doing.
I'm sorry, was that for American 1584?
Is we could go 0 on the altimeter, and I'm not going to do that yet because we're not on VNAV. So once I catch 3000, I'm going to engage VNAV. And then I'll let the airplane do its thing. Watch. See how it's going to level off. Watch the level off.
Correction, 13 left.
We're going to go back it down to 240.
2307, heavy taxi to parking via Charlie.
There's the level off.
Charlie to parking.
Now I'm going to gauge VNAV.
Double 4585, wind 160 at 9er, runway 13
hold
left,
it.
clear to land.
Now I'm going to zero it out.
130 left, southwest 4585.
Okay, we're at 0, VNAV, LNAV.
16 heavy, runway 18 right, clear to land, 1170
So we went from a level 2 to a level 3
18 right, clear to land.
automation because we're going to be on an RNAV approach. So now we're at a level segment, which is it's not great because we're burning a lot of fuel. It would have been better to do a continuous descent. That was my fault. I was a little aggressive on it. But it's better than the alternative, which is high fast, and then you're screwed. So I'd rather build a little segment like this into the profile than being a little surprised later. I don't like surprises. So let's not do that. You can see that decel coming in. So really, once we get past 230 knots, we can go flap 5 right away. And we'll slow to 210, because we got to be at Netney at 210 knots. Maximum 210, and I'm going to keep it there. So I'm going to keep this airplane as efficient as I possibly can. with this built-in level segment. Technically, I'd still want to be coming down nice and slow, but it is what it is. That's my bad. Speed brakes coming armed. We don't need those anymore. All right, see the decel coming up. We've got 15 nautical miles.
Proceed direct knock me, cross knock me at 4,000, cleared RNAV Whiskey, runway 13 left approach.
Proceed direct knock me, cross 4,000, RNAV.
I don't like surprises, Mike. I don't want to be surprised. Okay, if we were in NG, you would see the ram air door light come on now as those pack doors are now open because we're demanding cold air and it's not cold. So that means
4585 taxi via Mike Bravo 5 departing Wolfia.
All right, here comes the decel.
Mike Bravo 5 to ramp southwest at 4585.
RMP is mandatory 0.7, but we've got the ILS backed up as well. This is going to be a fun approach. I think this takes us over the river. It's beautiful. It takes us over a river here. It's really cool. See how the decel comes in? Once we get below 230 here. Now I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna say, okay, I know you want us at 210. We're gonna have to get flap in, dang it. We're gonna go flap 5. And I'm gonna keep it at 210.
Aurora 04 leaving flight level 280 to descend via the arrival.
Aurora 04, thanks.
The reason why I had to is because we're hitting flap up maneuvering speed. And I'm going to need flap in there to... I'm going to keep it at 210 though, so we might be burning a little more fuel.
Loud and clear.
Is what it is. Oops. So we're at flaps 5 now. And we're doing 210 knots. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep it a little hot until we can get to Nettie and we start our descent. I already got some drag out, so I don't have to worry about that too much. Once we hit the 5 nautical mile ring, we'll throw our gear, we'll go flaps 15, and we'll get the thing ready to configure. And we'll start slowing down. Once we hit Nettie, I'm going to start slowing down. We got about a 3.5 mile leg, and we're pretty much going to be starting the trend. I'm watching the vertical profile trend right now. You can see it right here. I'm watching that starting to come down. Once it starts to come down, we hit Nettie. About 700 feet. Missed approach out of here. Basically, it's straight ahead over to Dumpy. And we'll climb to 3,000. Okay, so we're at Nettie. Now I'm going to start slowing down to 180. All right, so a nice level off.
Circuit 6019
See how the speed's coming down?
On the west, you going to the west side there as well?
Yeah, we're going to the parking off Charlie 9, Circuit 6019.
Now we can drop gear. I mean, within 6-7 miles, we'll throw the gear down. This works on an NG really well.
Perfect. You can taxi via Charlie to parking. You have a good night.
On profile.
Charlie to parking. Have a good line. Circuit 6019.
Line flight 22, verify you're descending to cross knock me at 4,000.
Okay, firm, line flight 22, vertically cross and knock me at 4,000 for start her descent here in a second.
Now there's a river, isn't there a river?
Sure, thanks.
Or maybe it's on the other runway. I'm confused. There might be. It might be on the other one. All right, gear coming down.
4,000.
4,000.
Flap 15.
Fellow 1250, wind 160 at 9er, by 13 left, clear to land.
13 left, clear to land. Southwest 1250. All right, flaps 15, good to go. Speed brake is armed. Coming down, we'll take over here shortly. I got the runway in sight. 3 miles, flaps 30. Where'd it say flaps 40? Flap 40. RAF coming up, landing checks. Speed brake is armed, green light, landing gear down, 3 green, flaps are 40, 40, green. Nice RF leg. I like what it's doing. The autopilot, I mean. Yeah, see that river right there? It's right over the runway. It's really cool. Nice and sticky. $1,600 and zoom in, a little on the high side. All right, I got the aircraft. These fans are so big. Just gonna correct a little bit because of that wind drift. Sitting a little too high up. I'd hate to do this on short final. I knew I was going to do it. I can't see. A little high. That's good.
Sync rate.
Got it. Corrected.
100.
Correcting. We got it made now. We're good.
50. 40. 30. 10. 5.
Reversers are out. I got the brakes. Boy, those fans are so big. Welcome to Dallas, folks. We'll get off on this turnoff here.
Remaining.
Cool, we did it. That's performance. Great. Flaps up.
For 4, expect visual approach for my 17 center.
17 center, Aurora 4.
Correction, Aurora 4, ILS for my 17 center.
Sorry, guys.
ILS 17 center,
I'll
Aurora
have to
4.
stop.
1250, taxi via Mike Bravo Class parking, we'll see you.
Okay, we'll taxi via Mike, Southwest 1250.
Flight 22, wind 160, about 9 air, about 13 left, clear to land.
3 left, clear to land, Flight 22.
Alright, we got turnoffs coming off. Taxi's on, that's off, that's on. Strobes are off, wing lights are off, and we're good to go. See that? Gosh. The clock's coming on. We gotta cool these engines down for 3 minutes now. I knew I was gonna get screwed when I put the... Look at... No way, does that like simulate humidity? Oh, that's cool. It's really humid here, so I expect that. That's awesome. I'm just gonna jump over here to Bravo, and then we're done. Let's go to the other side. Is it humidity in there? Oh, that's so cool. If that's true, hang on just a minute. Hang on, guys. I gotta do something here. That's coming off.
Or 4, proceed direct to Bossy, cross Bossy at 6,000, cleared ILS for my 17 center approach.
Headquarters. Headquarters, headquarters, headquarters. Here we are.
I'm sorry, what? I don't see that waypoint in there. Can you spell it out for Aurora 4?
Aurora 4, yeah, it's Bravo, Oscar, Sierra, Sierra, India. It's the intermediate fix on the ILS 17 center.
Alright, we've got gate 10.
Alright, well, I do not have that in. Is there another waypoint that I can go to instead?
Not legally here. So I'll tell you what, I'll just vector you to final.
Because the last waypoint I have before it goes to discontinuity is Yabit, Yankee Alpha Hotel Bravo Tango.
Roger, did you load the approach from a certain fix, or did you load it like from like vectors to final?
Maybe my camera was on the
ground. Load it from Boston?
Maybe that's what it was.
I just loaded it in because I was expecting vectors, so I didn't put in a transition for the ILS.
I was kicking up dirt.
American
That'd have been cool if they did like,
turn right headed
if they did
vectors to final.
like humidity. That'd have been
Right heading
sweet.
090 vectors to final.
Aurora 04, no worries, we can do vectors.
Roger, vectors.
229.
Alright, Fort Center Southwest 3 with information Mike at
Gonna sit at the gate for
right
another
taxi.
minute before I get the engines shut off.
Southwest 3, Fort Worth Center, runway 13 left, taxi via Bravo, Mike 6.
13 left, Bravo Mike 6, Southwest 3.
It's like crawling in here. There we are. Set your brake. Brake set. 3 minutes. Woo! Shutting them down. We're on the bus.
1584, turn right heading 150, intercept the road I 18 right localizer.
You never want to do that until you're on the bus, right? Whoever does that has to buy dinner for the crew. That's no good, right? 1, 2, 3. We'll keep the forward on, and then seatbelts coming off.
Aurora 04, turn left, or turn 20 degrees to the left, but gotta maintain 4,000 vectors to final.
We'll keep that going until get off my plane
20
there,
degrees
guys.
left, Aurora 04, vectors for final.
Aurora 04, gotta maintain 4,000.
4,000, Aurora 04.
Airtraffic 1584, DSW is 1 o'clock and 13 miles.
Shut off the...
Field in sight.
We'll shut these off, and the collision lights
Airtraffic
off.
1584, clear visual approach, runway 18 right.
Clear visual 18 right,
Let's
American
go
1584.
to the EFB.
And my
Welcome
clear one
to
screen left at Alpha 3.
Dallas. I'm going to turn this to the
Life
off
Flight
mode.
22, lost me on my display here. Did your stage come, or did your transponder come on?
Yes. All right. So let's see if GSX does the job it's supposed to. We're going to say, get us hooked up. Request deboarding, please. All right, there it goes. And let's go to the aircraft. We're going to do ground services. Once the jetway comes in, do we have any air conditioning cart? That's what we need. We have forward cargo. There it is, pneumatic, and then air conditioning. That's what I want, and I want that. So those two things are there. The jet is docking, and we will go to the doors. Nose wheel, we'll do left main, right main, no nose wheel. And that's it. We are done. We are going to go and get the ground power. Ground power's hooked up. APU is coming off right now, and as they put the air conditioning on, remember I said you don't need packs. Throw those off. That's coming off. Doors coming open. We'll greet the passengers as they leave. maybe we'll go outside, walk around the jet, make sure we crack it up on the landing. I mean, wouldn't do that until we departed again, but I do need a file. I'll need to shut this off real quick. Hang on. That is off. This is a pleasure to fly. I like flying the airplane. Little performance. I kind of noticed that a little bit. I mean, more noticeable here in Dallas than it was out of Vegas, but maybe a little performance hiccup, but that's about it. Oh, dang it. This thing's not... Oh, I'm going to have to figure it out. I didn't do it again. Oh, gosh. The PIREP's not going to work. Arg! Oh, well. You win some, you lose some, I guess, right? All right, let's get out of here. Get your comments. Get your comments now, huh? That was fun, Jason. Yes, thank you, Ken. I appreciate it. What's with the Dash 15? Don't they have that in real? Do they? Music Man, what's up, Cap? Hey, you ever select your arrival gate while in flight? I do. One less thing to worry about during taxi. You're right. I probably should have done that on the way down, but I was teaching, so I didn't get a chance to kind of do my normal prep. I like to do my prep about 150 miles out, just to stay ahead of the aircraft. Yeah, this is nice. Nice bird. What's with the jacket, dude? It's like 100 degrees out here. And it's Delta, too. Look at these big old fans. Yeah, I found the performance, it might just be a little heavy. I can't tell if it's Dallas or the airplane. I don't know. Let's go figure it out. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. This is Dallas. Yeah, it's scenery's a little boggy. Cool. Well, folks, there it is in a nutshell. We got her done. Well, we learned, hopefully we learned a little bit about the air conditioning. We talked about that in cruise and all that good stuff. The heck? Oh, that's part of the gate. That's what it is. This is cool. Sometimes, like in the Phoenix, you can press this and go outside. Does the seats move? Look at that. I think they might. Yeah, that's cool. The seats move. Well, awesome plane. I like it. Yes, we're probably going to order a few of these, and we'll probably start flying them in about 5 years. So the order books, you know, they're between 5 and 6 years to get a new one. You can't buy one of these used on the market. They're not there for a lease, that is. Anyway, cool plane. All right, guys. Cardi 4. Hey, I'm new here. You seem to know your stuff. My background's in the NTSB. I went to Riddle. You know, I'm a pilot and all that stuff. But I was an aviation accident investigator for a few years, and that's kind of what my whole thing is, aviation safety, right? So one of these goes in, we got to figure out what happened. It's just years of that stuff. So yeah, no, I haven't flown commercially though, like for an airline. Done a lot of simulation, you know, all obviously, but that's it. Well, yeah, well, welcome. Thanks for coming on. Hopefully you had fun and you learned something about the PAC system. We'll have to do that on another flight. I'll have to do something like electrical or something like that, even though, gosh, terrible. I don't, you know, pull up an electrical schematic. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? How many of you would click off? You'd be like, no, I'm good. We're done. Anyway, okay, guys. Well, until next week, like I said, we're going to be off the next week. I'll have a video for you. I don't know what it's going to be. I've got to do a model review. So I might do one of those. It might be a review on some hardware. I might get that out. I don't know if I can get it out the door before I go to my vacation. So I leave on vacation Sunday. I won't be back until next Sunday as well. I might stream early or drop a video here for you in the middle of the week. So you get something, you know, you can watch or whatever you're bored. But I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed, hit the like button. It helps us out a lot. And on to the next one, right? We're going to be starting hockey soon. You know, we've got October. So we got another couple of coastal flights I want to hammer out for the summer. We've got some of that coming. But, you know, so 7.3 NGs will be in there doing that. We got the 600s painted. So that's cool. Anyway, that's what we got. I love this airplane. I really do like it. I think it's going to be a good fit for us, obviously, but they are expensive. They're like $50 million a piece or more. So, you know, that's quite an investment for us. Even if I ordered 2 of them, it would be like 100 mil. We probably get a little discount, but let me tell you something. They're expensive airplanes. It's all good. Mike, everyone, keep the blue side up. Yes, we will see you guys later. Keep the blue side up and the brown side down. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you. I think we will see you next week. So, not this week coming up, but I don't know when I'm going to stream, guys. And leave a comment below where you want to go. It might be should we roll out a 320 for the next stream? Should we do a Delta flight? We got to do a Delta flight. We did a Southwest. We got to do a Delta flight, and then we could do a coastal flight or something like that. I don't know. Leave it in the comments below what you want to see. Until next time, keep the blue side up and the brown side down. We'll see you folks later. Hopefully with some good camping stories. And I don't get eaten by a bear. That would be cool. All right, guys. We'll see you later.
Check the charts, line the jets, time to run it up. From Delta on the ramp to the Southwest line, GA in the breeze, every flight feel fine, do it right, learn a little more each ride. Professional vibes, but we still have pride. Every week we stream, come along for the flight. Coastal in the sky with karate mic. FSBN with the reggae flow. Hockey charters, line flights, watch the good vibes grow. Coastal Airways, we keep it fun and true. Come fly this sim world, we saving you a view. FSBN with the reggae flow. Hockey charters, line flights, watch the good vibes grow. Coastal Airways, we keep it fun and true. Come fly this sim